Hello everybody, welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream. I hope you are all doing well. Happy Monday, my friends. We've made it through another weekend. Evan, good to see you. Mike, good to see you, man. Reg, good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Greg Jackson, good to see you. Quick Match, welcome. Andy, good to see you. My friend Kenzo, welcome. Trey, good to see you. Cardial, good to see you. James Johnson, good to see you. Vine Fortuna, welcome back. MN Sports Fan, good to see you. Leonard Grant, good to see you. John Zander, welcome back. Gary P, good to see you. Tony Baldo's in the house, good to see you. Yuck Fu, welcome back. Skyworker, good to see you, my friend. Happy Monday. Jules Stoom, good to see you. Cap Swede, welcome. Good to see you. 49 Whiskey, welcome. Troa, good to see you. G Mark, welcome. Scott, good to see you. Marco, good to see you. P2 Simviation, welcome back, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Lee Russell, good to see you, dude. Felix, good to see you. Chaz, good to see you. Neil, good to see you. Simulator Guy, good to see you. Captain Will, welcome back. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Bomb Tech is here. Kwame is here. John Zander's here. I think I got John. Jetstar's here. Good to see you, my friend. Sasha's here. Good to see you. Evan Blakeman, good to see you. JJ's in the house. Good to see you, dude. Yarny Parney's here. Ken LeMay is here. Tenure DeMoba is here. Welcome back. Leandro, good to see you. Matij, good to see you. Soren, good to see you. John Brand, good to see you. Welcome back, my friend. Retro Arcade Dad, good to see you. Loved all the with yous in chat. Aculus, good to see you. Remy, good to see you. Captain Bank, good to see you. Joe, good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. JJ Stevens is here. DX1 is here. Welcome, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I really do appreciate it. Today, chat, this was kind of like a last minute thing, if I'm being 100% honest with you right now. We have picked up this new program. Although it isn't new, it's been around for a while. This is the version 2 of the program, but this program is called RealTurb Cat. So quickly, I don't want to go into too much about it. Obviously, it explains exactly what it is, but I'm just going to give you a short little brief. I paid for this. This isn't a promotional. I didn't get sent this for free. I've seen a couple other content creators, and I've actually had a couple people reach out to me and tell me that this is something worthwhile and it's something that I should check out. Basically, what this does is, as you well know, when you have the turbulence setting set to realistic within Microsoft Flight Simulator, it is not realistic at all. You could have no winds and the aircraft will just be blown all over the place. What this does is this completely changes and rewrites the turbulence factor for the aircraft. So right now we've been flying on low, which really we don't get much turbulence. Going through clouds, we don't get anything. Coming over mountain ranges, we don't get anything. This is going to replace that. So this is going to essentially give you turbulence coming through clouds, depending on wind and wind speeds and gusts and stuff like that. This will all give a realistic turbulence effect. Now, I haven't used it yet. This is going to be the first time that we're using it. Fingers crossed that it works well. It's 11 euros, so if it isn't working well, I don't really think it's the end of the world. But I thought it was interesting. I thought it would be cool to kind of add a little bit more realism to the sim. So this isn't a weather injector, Cardio. This is not a weather injector. This is turbulence. So what it's doing is it's reading the weather that's provided through Microsoft Flight Simulator, and it's interpreting its own turbulence through the weather that's provided for Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's not a weather program. It's none of those. So it just incorporates its own turbulence based off the weather that is going in the simulator. So we're going to test it out today. We're going to see. Like I said, it's been recommended to me by a few people now. I've seen a few content creators as well using it, and it seems to do exactly what it's supposed to do. So we'll see. Today will be the test. We've got some awesome airports to fly into in Albuquerque, high elevation, and Denver as well. So those are the default parameters. Skyworker, I think so. I think I changed some based off of someone's recommendation. I believe I did change it just slightly. Yeah, hold on. It's weird because like you can't pull it up unless like you go here and hit that button. And then it pops itself up. Yeah, these are default set to... this was set to 95, I believe, and I bumped them down to 75, 75, and then 200, and then 1 and 85, 85. I believe that these are the default parameters. I might have changed one or two of them based off someone's suggestions, but yeah. It's a good add-on. I've used it since P3D, but please turn off the turbulent sound. It'll drive you mad. Okay, sounds good. We'll turn that off. Save and reload. Thank you. It's good to know that people have tried this before, so it is a well-established. Rydog, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. 11 euros plus 2 Big Macs. See, there you go. Cool. Let's jump inside the aircraft. Let's get this bad boy program ready to rock and roll. Welcome back, friends. We are on the Pilotedge network today. I know there are some of you with Pilotedge memberships. If you don't have a Pilotedge membership, we will be back flying on VATSIM next week. We flew on VATSIM yesterday as well. Had a lot of fun. Vegas to San Diego routing yesterday. Today, obviously, Southwest and United ops. We're going to be flying Southwest into Albuquerque and then United from Albuquerque into Denver. Should be good. You ever tried the T-Flight pedals? If so, would you recommend them as a budget option? Is that the Thrustmaster T-Flight? I think that's the ones that I'm thinking of. Looks like an awesome add-on. Can't wait to see how it works. Yeah, so am I, Joe. I'm kind of excited to do this flight and see exactly how it works. Cool. First thing is first, go to the overhead. Battery switch to the on position. We'll get the ground power on as well. Turn up the sounds here a little bit. We'll get the aircraft powered on and ready to rock and roll. Let's go ahead all the way up top. We'll get our ADIRS or IRS set to the nav position, left side and right side. Beautiful. We'll continue our flows. Forward fuel pump can come on. Everything else looks good. You can hear the passengers boarding now, so that's good. Boarding process has commenced. I think we have 76 passengers on board. We'll arm our emergency lights. We'll go ahead and get the no smoking to the auto position. We'll go ahead and get our probe heat on as well all the way up here. Everything else looks good there. Let's come all the way down here. We're planning 33,000 feet today on the cruise altitude, so we'll bug in 33,000 for our pressurization panel, and we'll go ahead and get our logo lights on. Good. Let's come down over here to the electronic flight bag. We're going to request the data from SimBrief. Good. Southwest 571 Phoenix to Albuquerque. So that looks good to me. We'll come down here. It's asking us to enter our IRS position. We'll do that in a second. I'm just going to get a little bit of brightness up here on some of the panels so we can see what we're doing a little bit better. Beautiful. I'm going to turn some of these screen brightnesses down as well. Looks a lot better in my opinion when they're not blasting at full bore in your face. What does ops mean? Operations. So real gates, real airlines, real flight plans, real ATC. That's what we're aiming for when we go real ops. I'm not going to follow SOPs for every single airline. I think that that would be a little bit difficult for me to continuously remember. Every airline is going to have different SOPs, different checklists. For example, American and Delta both fly the 737-800. Their checklists are completely different. So it would be a little bit difficult for me to follow all the SOPs. Let's go to FMC. We're going to go to pause in it. We're sitting on the ground here in Phoenix. We'll go and grab that. We'll go to reference airport. Beautiful. We'll go next page. We'll grab our left GPS. We'll scroll back. We'll set our IRS position. We'll go to route tab. We're going to go flight plan request. It says invalid entry. Oh, because I have Phoenix there. Sorry. Flight plan request. There we go. Sim brief route. Phoenix over to Albuquerque. We'll select that one. We're going to set the payload. We're going to set the fuel. Beautiful. We're going to select the route. We're going to give that about 15 seconds to run through it. So this add-on installs twin turbos on every airline. I wouldn't say that, but you're not following SOPs. Unsubscribed. What texture mod do you use the wear and tear? Randall, it's just the wear and tear texture mod on flightsim.to. If you just Google wear and tear mod PMDG 737, it's going to be the first one that comes up on flightsim.to on your Google search. Let's go ahead and load up our flight plan. Route uplink loading, we'll give that a second as well. Do you have to alter Microsoft turbulence settings to do this add-on? Yeah, so Gmark, what I would do is I'd put your Microsoft turbulence settings to low and then just use the ones that are in the in that add-on, the RealTurb cat. Yeah. What's turb default settings you want? So I just showed them, JJ. I am on... here's my settings right now. If someone wants to take a screenshot of that. So on route turbulence scalar, we've got it at 75, 75, effects minimum altitude 200 feet. So under 200 feet, you shouldn't be affected by the terrain turbulence or the on route turbulence scale. Turbulence sounds, I was just told to turn those off because they're annoying, so we did turn them off. And then G load for lighter turbulence, range of 85 to 95, we have it set to 85. And then G load for heavier turbulence, range from 75 to 95, we've got it set to 85. I believe that these are all default. This is default to 1, and then I believe those are default as well. So that's kind of how we're running that like that. I just read that Flair Airlines owes $67.2 million in unpaid taxes. Yeah, I don't know if Flair's going to be around for much longer, to be honest with you, dude. They've had a couple of their airplanes taken away from them as well. They've been failing to pay the leaser. I have a buddy that works for Flair. He's a captain over at Flair. I should message him and be like, what the hell's going on over there? Do you have examples of how checklists are different depending on the airlines of the 737? Do I have an example? No, you can probably pull them up. Sunzen, if you do enough searching on the internet, you can probably find the different checklists and how things are done. The checklist may be similar, but the SOPs, the way that the flows, the way that things are done could be different as well. Aviation Guy, thank you for your support, my friend. I appreciate you. Incredibly kind. Huge no floaties, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We also had a member at the beginning of the stream. There was a member that came in and I completely missed it. It was Aviation Guy, 6 months. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, dude. 6 months, and then dropping the $5 donation as well. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you very much for your 6 month as a member, and of course the $5 donation. Thank you, man. I really do appreciate that. Incredibly kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you, man. Do you have to change anything in FS Realistic to use RealTurb Cat? I haven't.
Hey CPT, good morning to you and Daisy. Did my sub show up on your end for 6 months?
It did, yes. Thank you very much, man. We just got that one. Thank you for the $5 donation as well. I really do appreciate that, man. I don't know, Chris, if I've had to change anything. I'm wondering if I may have to make some movements to like to the G-forces. There is like I thought there was like a turbulence setting in FS Realistic, but I don't think I see it. Low altitude turbulence, yeah, this should automatically be off anyways, but we may have to tweak some things. We may have to change the G-force. We may have to turn this off. We'll see what it does, right? Because it has its own kind of thing. So yeah, this mod works with every aircraft, Gmark. It doesn't matter what aircraft you use, GA aircraft, the Phoenix, the PMDG, it works for everything. Yeah. Alex, celebrating 14 months. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you for your support. I appreciate you. That's incredibly kind, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Camera shake still on? What do you mean camera shake? Like camera shake through FS Realistic? Yeah, dude, I just turned that off yesterday to have fun. I turned it on right away. This one, General Turbulence. This is where range and smoothness, I guess we're going to use the sound. Hopefully the sound will come through on this one. But yeah, touchdown front, touchdown main. Yeah, dude, I was just fucking around yesterday. I would never turn those off. I love them. Okay, cool. Let's go and grab our CPDLC. Alex, thank you for 14 months. I appreciate you. And Aviation Guy dropping another $5 donation. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we don't pretend to get butters around here, Will. We actually get butters. We don't have to turn camera shakes off to make it look like we have good landings. Something stuck in my throat there. Southwest 571 is our call sign today. Southwest 571. We'll bug that up into there. Let's send our log on. Hey, we're logged on, which means we will get CPDLC today, which means we don't have to call for our clearance. So that's always a good start. It's a butter mod, maybe. How to trick your stream with a butter landing. Yeah, just turn off. Just don't have anything. Just don't have a landing rate monitor and have all of the head movements turned off. You'll be good to go, man. How to butter in Microsoft every time. Aviation Guy, thanks so much for another $5 donation. Incredibly kind, man. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really do appreciate the support, man. That is incredibly kind. RealTurb Cat is a new add-on. Apparently, it's been out for quite a while. Apparently, every time I say that, I think of that kid. Apparently, it's been out for a while, Antoine. Dating back to the P3D days. So it's been out for P3D for quite a while. So, ATC message cleared into Albuquerque Airport, 4P1 departure, St. John transition, then as filed. Climb via the SID, except maintain. Climb via the SID, expect flight level 33010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.2, squawk 1444. Good, we'll accept that. Beautiful. It moves immediately to closed, and then we're good to go. Beautiful. So we can take that information here. Let's go to our departures. We're going to plan for the 4P1. Actually, before we do this, let's grab ATIS, shall we? Let's go to ATIS information 2757. 2757. Let's bug that up.
Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all
before I bought
runway
FS Realistic, I really
assignments
hated how
and
smooth
hold
everything
short
was and stuff.
instructions.
So glad
Advise
FS
on
Realistic
initial
exists.
contact.
Yeah,
You have
absolutely.
Information Golf.
Information Golf.
Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. ATIS information.
Let's see which runway they're departing out of.
1651 Zulu. Wind 080 at 4. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 20,000. Ceiling 25,000 broken. 29,000 broken. Temperature 19er. Dew point 1. Altimeter 301 Stan. Arriving runway 7 right. 8. Departing runway 7 left. 8.
Okay,
Visual
so we're going to plan
use.
7 left.
ILS runway 7
With
right and
ATIS
ILS
information
runway
Golf.
8
What do you think about the
approach in
default
use.
Atlanta?
Simultaneous approaches to parallel runways in use.
It's better than
VFR departures,
non-handcrafted, but it's not
contact,
very
clearance,
good.
Delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if
Not very
following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Golf.
All right, we got ATIS information Golf. We're going to tune to ground now,
Phoenix Sky Harbor International
3255. Good, we've got that in there. Beautiful. 3255 should be here for us. 32550. Good, cool. Let's come down here. We're going to be on the 4P1 departure out of 7 left. We're going to use the St. John transition. We'll go ahead and execute that. Beautiful. Let's go into Albuquerque. We can actually check. We can cheat a little bit here. We can go Albuquerque. We can go to weather. We can go to ATIS. We can go to Pilotedge. Albuquerque International Airport, Pilotedge. ATIS information in November. Winds are calm. Arriving and departing on runway 3 and 8. Visual approaches in use. VFR departures, contact clearance, delivery. Okay, so we'll plan runway 8. Winds are calm. I mean, we've been lucky, to be honest with you. Aviation Guy, thanks so much, man, for another $5 donation. Incredibly kind. Huge enough floaties to you. And Adrian Harvey, welcome to business class, my friend. Thank you very much for your support, Adrian. I appreciate that. Welcome, 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 man. I hope you enjoy your stay here, dude. We're on the Burrito 1, Chad. What an arrival. The Burrito 1 for runway 8. Wait, hold on. Is this the Burrito 1 arrival with the tamale transition? Chad, come on. Doesn't get any better than that. Do we want the tamale transition? Where is it? Burrito is tamale? We do. We're coming in from tamale to burrito. Oh, chat, this is fantastic. We want the tamale transition. We're going to plan for the ILS runway 8. And then if we open up our charts here, we can see that the final waypoint for expecting runway 8 is Unseer. I don't see that, so let me go to Albuquerque, let me go to approach, let me go to ILS 8, we'll bug this up. Where is... Don't think we take it via anything. Campster, maybe? I don't think so. Campster? I don't know if Campster is there. Maybe via Campster? I don't know. We'll put in Campster. If we need to remove it, that's fine. We'll remove it. Go to our legs page. We'll scroll through here. I saw a discontinuity, so we'll go ahead and fix that. There we go. We'll execute that. Beautiful. All of that looks good to me. Great. Let's go to our NitRef tab. Let's plug in some information here. 61.8 on the 0 fuel weight. 6.2 on the fuel. We are boarded, so I'm going to go ahead and spool up the APU. Good. Reserves, we're going to go with 2. I'm going to do my perf init request. SimBrief is showing that we're cruising at 33,000 feet, and that's what I've filed, so. Via Chipotle. The toilet paper transition. Oh, man. Ken, if it's hot in Phoenix, might want to turn the AC for the packs. Yep, we got it coming on now. Coming on now. Let's load up our perf init. Beautiful. We'll execute that. Cost index is 5. We're only going to 33,000 feet, though, so we'll bug that up. We'll fix that. Good. Let's go to our N1 limits here today, and that's where we're going to head over to our electronic flight bag, and we're going to do our departure performance here, chat. So let's go to performance tools. Sky Harbor, we're going to expect 7 left on the departure. We're going to import from aircraft. Good. Almost a full airplane. 68,000 on the 0 fuel weight. 68,000 kilograms. We're going to import the live weather, and we're going to go and calculate our V speeds. There we go. 92.7 on the N1. We're doing a takeoff range, so no derate. Cell temp of 50 degrees, which should give us a trim value of 567. So we'll go cell temp 50 degrees. Good. We'll go to our takeoff tab. 5 degrees of flap. CG weight 19.2. Trim value 567. Everything looks good here, chat. 42, 44, 47. 42, 44, 47. Good. Sweet. Cool. Everything's done there. I'm happy with that. Upstairs, APU gen is on. APU bleed is on. Good. We'll get the packs on for now, just until we get ready for pushback. We'll get hydro pumps on as well. Rest of our fuel pumps can come on. We'll flip this over to APU gen. Good. We'll get the seatbelt signs on, and we'll also get our anti-collision light on now. We'll come down here. Let me go ahead and pull the park brake. Good. Should have been on anyways. We'll go to FS actions, ground services, release the ground power, remove the wheel chocks. We'll go to GSX. We will prepare for pushback and departure. Beautiful. How do you take off with a D-rate? What do you mean, how do you take off with a D-rate, Neil? You just don't understand how D-rates work? If you go to your index and you go to your performance, if you look here, you can do a D-rate of a takeoff. So if you go D-rate, basically what you're doing is you're derating the engines, meaning that your N1 percentage, so your takeoff power, is going to be less and less and less. If it's a cold day or you've got a short runway, you would want more N1, right? You'd want to have more power to the engines. Basically what it is you're essentially protecting the engines from wear and tear. That's all that it is. When you do a D-rate, when you do a cell temp takeoff like we did, basically what we're doing right now, we've tricked the engines into thinking that it's 50 degrees outside. So therefore, the engines are going to run as if it's 50 degrees outside, which means that the performance of the engine basically running at max would be 92.7. Obviously engines can go above 100 N1, so that's kind of what you're doing. It's basically wear and tear protection. That's the easiest way for me to explain it without going into crazy in-depth of what it is, right? So I mean, you don't need to do it 49 whiskey. Also, I find if you don't do it and you just do like a normal, you literally are like a rocket ship every single time. That's my only complaint with it. Squawk was 1444. 1444. Good. We'll turn that on in reporting. Now, hopefully they're going to be able to push us into the ramp area here. Otherwise, we're going to have to call up ground and we're going to have to get a push onto... Let's see what they want us to do here with the pushback. Facing south on taxi lane 8. Yeah, let's do that one.
Release parking brakes, please.
All right, park brakes released.
Push.
Not derating will turn you into a rocket man. Correct, yes. Like stretching, caps wear and tear protection. Exactly. You got it. You got it. All right, packs off. We're going to start up the engines. There's our bleed pressure. Beautiful. Fuel pumps are on. Everything else is looking good upstairs. Let's go ahead and get engine number 2 over to ground. Beautiful. Sounds are coming up. We've got start valve open. We should see N2 percentage on the rise here. Beautiful. Adrian, thanks so much, man, for upgrading to first class. Huge no floaties to you, Adrian. Thank you very, very much for your support, my friend. I really do appreciate that. Guys, could we please get some love and chat for Adrian becoming a business class member and then upgrading to a first class member? Let's welcome him on board, man. Hey, Cat, my instrument rating check ride is next month. Nice, man. Wish you all the best with that, dude. Very, very, very cool. All right, so there's the non-movement line. You can see that the aircraft, we're slightly going over the non-movement line, but it's pushing us into a taxi lane. So we're perfectly good. We don't have to call for pushback here. You'll see that it's actually going to get us into a little spot here for spot 8, which wouldn't have to be required for a pushback. You can see we're right on the line right now. Let's introduce fuel number 2. What Phoenix scenery is this? This is the BM AM Sim World. You can put exclamation point scenery if you're ever curious. They should turn us to the left here. Yeah, there we go. Excuse me. How can you upgrade to first class? If you click on your membership in the bottom, it should allow you to upgrade from business to first class. Captain, have you swapped the DLSS using the DLSS swapper? No, I don't use DLSS. I use TAA still. Yeah. Is FSDT scenery for the best for Houston? I think it's one of the only ones for Houston. I haven't had any issues with it. She walked right around the engine. I did see that. Yeah. You would be using the 380 when it releases. Most likely, Adrian. I'm not like the biggest 380 fan, but I'll definitely do some flights in it for sure. Yeah. Is it United Ops on the return flight? So Aiden, it's Phoenix to Albuquerque, Albuquerque to Denver. But yes, we'll be jumping in a United aircraft for the flight from Albuquerque to Denver. So remind me, chat, we can do a replay of the arrival into Albuquerque. Just remind me for that. How come you don't invest in a 4090 and a beefier CPU? Cardio, I just built this PC like 2.5 years ago. I don't make a ton of money doing this. If I got to be 100% honest with you, I got a lot on my plate right now, like a lot of like personal things going on, right? I just bought property with my fiance. I have a mortgage. I have car payments. There's a lot of other things, right? It's not just as simple as this computer. I would say is probably 90% better than what most flight simmers have. So it's not. It is in the plans to upgrade a computer, but you don't need a 4090. I'm literally getting 74 FPS right now. 75 FPS. I don't understand what the rush would be to go get a beefier PC. Do we need 300 FPS when we're playing flight sim? To me, anything above 50, 60, I mean, you're golden. So I don't really necessarily see the need for another PC. But yeah, there's also this thing called life that sometimes gets in the way of things, right? So yeah, is the 3080 better than the 4060 performance-wise? I don't know, Neil. I would say so, yeah, probably, or they're probably close to the same. So yeah, you definitely need 200 FPS at 36,000 feet for sure. For sure, right? For sure. Let's go ahead and that's all done. She's disconnecting. Beautiful. Cool. Let's go ahead and spool up engine number 1. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second. Engine number 1. If only could drop a couple thousand on a GPU would be nice. Man. Like I said, hey man, listen, you guys know I'm building a new PC at some point this year, but this whole frame gen mod, I mean, it's completely, I mean, and I love how like an i9 10900K is now considered obsolete, or people think that you should have better than an i9 10900K. 2 years ago, that was the best CPU on the market. CPUs have just gone crazy over the last 2 years, but yeah, apparently it's beefier products. Mike, huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you very much for the support. I appreciate you. 5 gifted memberships to the channel. I really do appreciate you, man. Thank you. Incredibly kind. I'm not getting a 4090. That's just absolutely silly. Now, I'm getting a 4080 Super. 4090 is complete overkill. I have a dual PC setup. If I didn't have a dual PC setup, I might consider the 4090 just for the extra VRAM so that I could stream using a single PC. But because I have the dual PCs now with a dedicated capture card, there's no need for a 4090 in my opinion. 4080 Super is perfectly fine. Yeah. If I would upgrade, but I'm afraid it will become obsolete. exactly. Unless you're streaming or flying in 4K, you don't need a 4090. A 4080 will more than suffice for 1440p. Even with 4070 Ti is more than enough for people not flying in 4K. Correct, yes. Some people think that like, oh, it's flight sim, you have to have the best hardware, or, oh, hey, you're a flight sim content creator, how come you don't have the newest, best PC? As I mentioned, I built this PC, I don't know, 2.5 years ago. For me personally, 3 to 4 years is usually my upgrade route. I like to get the most out of my products, most out of my computers. Upgrading your PC every year or two, hey man, listen, if you can afford it and it's no problem, sure, there's nothing wrong with that. But as many of you know that have been watching the streams for a while, over the last 2 years, I've also incurred a lot of debt. Buying properties, trying to take care of my future, right? I don't know how long we're going to be able to do YouTube and how long live streaming is going to be a thing in this world, so just trying to plan my future and kind of set myself up so when I do become 50, 60, 70 years old, I have something that I can fall back on. I have money invested in certain things, right? I know most of you people understand, but still running on a 2060 for the 4th year, was going to upgrade, but frame gen has put that back for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, man. JJ, my
Cat,
man.
I want that new beefier XLI 20K 400. Gimme that beef, baby, 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 yeah.
Give me that beef. Huge love floaties to you, man. Thank you very much for your support. I appreciate you as always, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Pro Pete's coming on. Yacht Emperor's coming on. We're flipping over to Gen 1. Good. APU bleed comes off. Packs back to the auto position. Isolation valve is auto. APU is off. Start switches over to continuous. Everything is looking good up there. That's all set. We're going to go auto brake over to RTO. We've got 147 set as well. And we are looking for 567 on the trim. 567 on the trim. Good. We'll set that. Beautiful. What did we have? Info golf?
Is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information golf.
Yeah, we got golf. All right, ground is 3255. We're looking good there. Tower is going to be on 7's 120.9, so we'll bug that up. 1209. Space ground, good morning. Southwest 571, spot 8 with information golf. Ready taxi 7 left.
Southwest 571, Phoenix ground, roger. Runway 7 left, taxi via Delta, Delta 12 Echo.
7 left, Delta, Delta 12 Echo, Southwest 571. All right, Delta, Delta 12 Echo. Beautiful, cool. Park brake off. Let's go. Tyler, my man, thanks for a $2 donation as well. Appreciate you, man. Says, I have the 4060. I don't know if that's good. It is, man. It's perfectly fine. Yeah. Anything you can offer, like frame gen and stuff on, man, it's absolutely beautiful.
Frontier 4630, contact departure, see ya. Departure, Frontier 4630.
I was gonna say, somebody just departed right there. There's a Frontier flight departing, chat. How much smoother it is than VATSIM. VATSIM sometimes are like a little bit streaky across the sky. Beautiful. Afternoon Cap, I asked in my previous stream about the new throttle settings. Is it for all axis? The new throttle settings.
Departure, Frontier 4630.
Sorry, I'm missing the question.
Climbing 8,000.
All right, this is Delta 13. We want
Frontier
Delta 12, which is right up here.
Departure.
How many hours do you have in the real world? None.
230.
Adam, absolutely none.
Level 230, Frontier 4630.
Taxi lights on? Do you have a WestJet livery? I do. Yeah, absolutely, David. Yeah, we're going to do some WestJet next time we're in North America. This week we kind of focused on doing Southwest ops down here in NorCal and SoCal. Next week we're back in Europe, and then the following week we're going to probably do some, depending on what aircraft we're in, of course. Cap, will you ever invest not in a full cockpit setup, but in a full motion feels lefts, rights, ascent? Probably not, dude. Probably not, man. I don't have the setup for that, Vine. I just really don't. Mike dropping another 5 gifted members. Holy macaroni, dude. Huge no floaties to you. Thank you very, very much for your support, man. That is incredibly kind. Chat, if you just got a gifted membership or you're just hanging out and you have access to the no floaties emojis, if you get some no floaties in chat, please. Incredibly kind. Thanks so much, man. I really do appreciate you, Mike. Thank you, thank you, thank you, man. Oops, I put Delta, Delta 12 Echo. You saw where I was writing down my instructions. However, Renzo said during the release party of the 900 and 737 MG drivers channel. What's that? I missed that. Lots of hours as a passenger. Does that count? You haven't done flare in a minute? I don't know when the last time we did flare. Is the shimmering graphics a typical problem of Microsoft Flight Simulator? Like some of the shimmering stuff that you see up here? Yes, it is. Certain airports, certain third-party airports. Interesting, Remy. Huh. High-speed taxi? Yeah, we'll keep it around 20 knots, you know, somewhere around there. Phoenix is making me feel January has 45 days. Touche to that, Randy. Touche to that. Sorry, it was for the yoke settings that you just changed to, not throttle settings. Ah, Capsim, yes. So, just the yoke on the pitch and the turn, it's minus 10, 1% dead zone, 10% reactivity. So 10%, minus 10, 1% dead zone, 10% reactivity. That's what I'm running for the PMDG. Thought they said the max would be at that's what I thought. I thought the max was coming between the 777 and the 747 release. I could be wrong. Thoughts a WestJet livery would be good for some domestic Canadian routes? Yes, of course. We love doing West. We love doing Vancouver to Edmonton, Edmonton to Calgary. That's a great rotation that we do. WestJet, Flair, yeah. Have ever met any other aviation YouTubers, like flight sim YouTubers or like actual aviation YouTubers like Noel Phillips and those types of guys? Never met any of those guys. I have met other people in the community. I guess I met Flight Chops. He's a real world pilot. Many Canadians will probably know what Flight Chops is. I saw that PMDG said they have a new product line coming, maybe a 787. I'm hoping so. We'll see, but yeah. Any in general? Yeah, I've met a couple. Yeah. That'd be cool, Vine. I don't know if we have scenery for Santa Clara, but we'll have to take a look. Noel's cool. Thought he practically lives on a plane. Noel's crazy, man. I don't mind Noel. Some of the things he does kind of drives is a little bit annoying sometimes. Everybody is. I'm annoying sometimes too, right? So fuck. Yeah. Sometimes his videos are a little bit. But he's one of the better ones out there that I enjoy watching. I like to put it on while I'm having dinner. Him and Citation Max seem to be the two that I watch all the time while I'm having dinner. I doubt they'll release the Max for the 777. PUD doesn't want people spending money to buying the Max, and soon after releasing the 777 will probably be $70 price tag. Who knows, man? Who knows? They're taking too much time for the 350 development. Who's that? Any builds? It's gonna be a while, man. What about Steve-O? I don't mind Steve-O. Captain Will, I feel like Steve-O's... It's okay. I don't know. I don't mind it. Sometimes I'll put it on, but yeah. Should know who else you'd met. Swain, being my cousin, I automatically know Sam Eck, home. Noel's a nice guy. Met him back in June. Very cool, David. Very, very cool, man. No, I haven't met Swain. Haven't met any of really the other ones. I said I think Flight Chops would probably be the biggest one that I've met. I would assume. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate you, my man. How's the Phoenix scenery? It's okay. Better than default. Better than the freeware. I still would wait for, well, I guess you're not going to be, we've been waiting for 6 months. Flight Beam is also making a Phoenix scenery, so I don't know. I don't know who's going to come first. I have no clue, man. There's 2 Southwest pilots that I watch as well. I can't remember their names. Chat will know, but...
Frontier 4630, climb maintain flight level 310, contact Albuquerque Center 134.32.
All right, and just to confirm, we've got tower here, runway 7 left, 1209. So flip that over now, 1209 for us. And then we've got our departure frequency here, which was set to 119.2. So we'll bug that up here as well, 119.2. And then we'll let tower know that we are ready to go. 1192 is set for departure. We can then log off here. We'll go return, log on, log off, close, good. Fix Tower, good morning. Southwest 571, short of 7 left, ready for departure. Big Earn, that's the one, thank you.
Southwest 571, Phoenix Tower. Runway 1, correction, runway 7 left. Clear for takeoff, wind 080 at 4.
7 left, cleared for takeoff, Southwest 571. All right, lights are coming on.
Albuquerque Center, Frontier 4630, 17.2, climbing flight level 310.
Frontier 4630, Albuquerque Center, roger.
Desk FMC not working today? It is. Why? It's always working. Righty, chat. Let's see what this RealTurb has to offer. Hopefully we get bounced around a little bit today. Yo, cam's coming on. Throttle's up to 40%. Sounds are going up. Enjoy, friends. Chrono's on. Toga. Usually helps if you put the flight directors on, chat, and if you arm the auto throttle. Usually that's very important for Toga to work correctly. Oh boy. Takeoff power set, nose down pressure on the side. There we go.
Knots.
Neutral.
V1. Rotate. Positive rate of climb.
2011,
You're up.
contact Salt Lake City Center, 135.
That was a nice rotation, chat. Looked good, felt good.
Southwest 571, contact departing.
Departure, Southwest 571. Peace, departure, good morning, Southwest 571, 2,500, climb advice it.
Southwest 571, Phoenix departure, radar contact, climate change flight level 230.
Climate maintain 230, Southwest 571. Alrighty, 230 for us, chat. We need to go VNAV, we need to go LNAV.
Southwest 2011, Salt Lake City Center, roger. Descend at pilot's discretion.
230 is in for us, beautiful. Bring that nose down. Get our retractables off. Runway turn-offs. Taxi lights, wing lights. Let's go flaps up one. Auto brake off. Lock the gear. And coming up on 210. Flaps are going clean. Alright, there we go. We'll hand it over to autopilot. Put you guys back up into the flight deck. Mike, my man, gifting another 5 gifted members. Holy macaroni, dude. 15 gifted members. Thank you for the support, man. I appreciate that, Mike. Incredibly kind, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you, buddy. Beautiful, calm skies. So we're not going to expect any type of turbulence right now, chat. That's for sure. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you guys. If you are one of the lucky 15 people to get a membership, please make sure you say thank you in chat. Incredibly kind, man. Cap, I know I said I was getting on Pilotedge yesterday, but I did a full reset of my PC and cleaned everything and still reinstalling some stuff for Microsoft. No worries, man. Would you ever get a motion chair for the sim? Probably not, Burn. Nah, probably not, man. Based on FSX posts online, I wouldn't be surprised that PVG don't make a proper wing flex for 777 that they did with 737, because they did that for FSX. I wish they put effort into that. I don't know, man. I'm not too concerned about it, dude. It's not like you're flying your entire flight from here, right? Yeah, it's good for replays and stuff, but I don't know. To me, it's not like it's not a make or break, you know? Curious on this RealTurb, is it a good improvement edition? We'll have to see JRH. I don't know if today's going to be a good example of it. Pretty calm skies. Might get some bumps and some stuff coming up over these clouds. We'll be able to kind of tell, but yeah. You ever tried the Horizon Sim A321 Neo? No, Eric, because you need to have the Latin VFR A321, which I just, no. I'm not buying an airplane to go and mod it with a freeware mod to make it flyable. You know what I mean? 777 coming out soon? I'd like to think so, but I have no clue, man. I have no clue. You ever been to Europe? Yes. Captain, are you going to get a butt kicker? No, probably not. No. Latin VFR A321 is a scam. Again, I don't think we can really call it a scam, but yeah. What do you have Microsoft turbulence settings set to now with the mod? Well, it's its own thing. The Microsoft Flight Simulator's turbulence is always set to low. Always set to low, and then everything is done through the mod now. Cap, did you modify your config setting for train LOD or all in-game sliders? Did I modify my config? No. It's just set to like 100, whatever it usually is. XCap, thanks man, appreciate you, dude. Why do you always have FrameGen mod in your titles? Because it's like the big thing right now, Kyle. Have you been living under a rock? It is literally the biggest, best thing right now. What's your method for using the Microsoft replay cap? You turn the engines off first or what?
11 contact Salt Lake City Center 133.25.
It depends. Depends which aircraft you're using. Some you can turn them off, some you can turn them on. Yeah. Latin VFR is made for Xbox, not PC, but they do sell it on PC, Andre. So, again, I'm not here to start arguments or anything, but if you're going to sell a product for the PC, well, then it's made for both platforms. I understand that its strong point, its strong point is probably for Xbox users. I'm not denying that at all, but they do sell it for PC as well. So, yeah, they're making money both ways. Too Wicked, my man, 13 months. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you very much for your support. I really do appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Be careful with the door plugs. No door plugs. We're in a 737-800 today, so no door plugs, thankfully. Excuse me. How you liking RealTurb so far? I mean, I don't think we've experienced anything yet. There's really no wind today. No wind, no clouds. So yeah. What is the RealTurb mod? Well, that's why you can click on that link right above, man. That's why that link is pinned up in chat for you to take a quick little click and you can read all about it. What it offers, what it can do. Anyone investing in Honeycomb stock? I don't know what's going to happen with them right now, man. I don't know what's going to happen with them. You have RealTurb at 75%. It's perfect in my opinion. There you go. That's what I've got it set to as well. Now, you're not going to notice it on every single flight, right? Like,
571,
this is early morning.
Contact Albuquerque Center 134.32.
That was for me. I'm sorry, can I get that again? I was talking for Southwest 571.
571, climb and maintain flight level 330, contact Albuquerque Center 134.32.
All right, we'll climb maintain 330 and over to Albuquerque Center on 3432. Thanks, Southwest 571. All right, 330 for our altitude. Good. And then we'll switch ourselves over to Albuquerque Center 3432. I completely I was talking that entire time the controller was mentioning that. Didn't know you could be a member of your own channel. Absolutely. Yeah. Think you may check out X-Plane again when 12.1 releases? Probably not, dude, if I'm being honest with you. I don't have any of my ortho anymore, man. Yeah. How does RealTurb interact with FS Realistic, if at all? I don't think it does at all, JR. I think it's fine. Obviously, there might be some conflicting settings. If you use the... where is it? We went over this before. like low altitude turbulence. If you have some of these stuff turned on, maybe turn that off. We're currently testing to see if we need to do like G-forces maybe. I may have to turn this down a little bit because it may double the effect. So we'll wait and see, right? Albuquerque Center, good morning. Southwest 571, flight level 220, climbing 330.
Southwest 571, Albuquerque Center, good morning.
Brady man, what's up, man? How much frames does the frame gen mod give? It should double your FPS. Whatever you're getting, it should double it. So, yeah. It says it uses regional factors like terrain to redo the turbulence, which is cool. Descent into Calgary from the west is a nice way to test that out with all the mountain wave activity. It is, for sure. Now, I don't know. Here's the thing, right? In the simulator, I have my turbulence set to low. Do I need to change? This is one thing that I was a little bit confused about. Like, it didn't really say anything on there and do much about that. Mike came in with another 5. Jesus, dude, you're absolutely insane. Mike with another 5 members. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you again, dude. So sad your ortho got lost because it actually made the sim look good, but we should wait and build up the Hype 7.5 and the Q400 releases. I don't know. We'll see, man. If something pulls me back to X-Plane, it pulls me back to X-Plane. So, okay, so this does its own turbulence, Lilo. I don't have to change the in-game turbulence setting to like realistic or whatever. I've got mine set to normal as the Phoenix recommends that. Yeah, that's what I have, commentator. Yeah, I've got it to whatever it is. So RealTurb runs on its own outside of that. Is that what we're saying? Okay. Aviation, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back as well. Welcome back, man. Need to figure out how to double my FPS on X-Men 11. Constantly getting 18 to 19. I've tried everything online, but no change. Oof. Yeah, that would be tough. What does the sim turb need to be set to? I think you just put it to normal or low probably would be the best bet. Because apparently this program rewrites it all. So the program, the RealTurb, it rewrites it all. So this is all done by... Now, what do you guys have these settings set to? For those of you that do use this, what do you have your settings set to? Because again, like I came through, I think I just turned this off of... This one was at 95, I think. It's really the only thing that I did. I think that was there. Turbulence scale, you have it set to 70, 70. Okay. I'm going to leave 75, 75. And then sounds off. Yeah, you guys told me to turn the sounds off because the sounds are annoying. Appreciate that. And that was default, 95 and then 85. I'll save and reload. There we go. Is frame gen only for AMD? No. No.
Frontier 4630, contact Albuquerque Center 134.60.
What was the flavor of the day today? Gelato mint. Gelato mint. You got, what's your favorite approach? I don't know if I have a favorite approach, man. There's so many good ones out there. I don't know if I could just pick one.
Albuquerque Center, Frontier 4630.
Good morning, Gab. Do you have any idea when Flight Beam's Phoenix is going to come out? I have no clue, man. I got no clue, man. Birdie, I just saw your message, 10-4. Sounds delicious. It is very tasty. Very tasty. Kind of funky. Definitely some like earth and earthy, sweet. Yeah. Hey Cap, how good is Real Cat Turb? Well, excuse me. To be fair, we haven't really had an opportunity to test it out yet.
Southwest 2011, contact Salt Lake City approach 128.1.
28.1 for approach now, Southwest.
The weather's been like super calm here today, so there's not much testing, but hopefully, I don't know what the weather's doing in Denver. Maybe they're having a shitty day in Denver, and we'll be able to see. Thanks again, Mike. I appreciate that, man. Kenny, thank you for the kind words. Appreciate that, dude. You get, for some reason, my throttle calibration keeps resetting to default on the Phoenix. Any ideas? Are you saving it after you're done, Burn? It should not reset every time, that's for sure. Winds are 2-1 at 8, few at 8,000, few at 14, scattered at 20. So we may get some bumps into Denver with clouds like that and a little bit of wind.
Copy, 16 right, information.
So that'll be fun.
India current, wind calm.
I feel like every approach into Denver is bumpy in real life. I agree with you 100%. Yeah. Denver is beautiful right now, doing Denver to IED in the 900 ER. Nice, very cool. Gap, have you tried any motion platforms at any of the expos or conventions? Yes. Yes, I have. Not really for me, Adrian. I do so many things, right? Like, I don't have, like, a dedicated sim setup. If I had a dedicated, like, PC that I just used for my simulator, I would probably have something like that, a motion platform or something, but, yeah. RealTurb just sits and lets you forget about it, then all of a sudden reminds you are there. Cat is real air turbulence. Does not happen that often in real flights created by a real pilot. See, there you go. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it. Thanks for the explanation. I don't know why it wants us doing, because our cost index is so low. Hold on. I was going to say, I don't know why it's got us going at such a low Mach speed, but we're going to change our cost index to 35 now that we're at cruise. And you can see it bumps up to Mach 0.78 on the cruise. And we do have a nice tailwind today as well, so. Rocking and rolling at my desk while working during the day. Hey, Strody, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. Good to see you, my amigo. Hey, Cap, coffee or tea? Tea all day long. I can't really do coffee, man. I'm just not a coffee guy. I don't really like coffee. Is there a good scenario for Washington DCA? Like KDCA? Yeah, absolutely, Remy. There's Drzecki Design. Fantastic rendition of it. Drzecki Design KDCA. It goes on sale all the time as well, so. Yeah, CAT stands for Clear Air Turbulence. Got you. Okay. Clear Air Turbulence. Evening, Cap. Long time no see. How are you, sir? Thompson Spotter. Good to see you, man. I'm good. Can't complain, dude. Can't complain. Great scenery down there. It is beautiful, man. The desert. It is nice. It is nice. I love flying into Albuquerque too. We don't get to fly into Albuquerque all that often, so I love being able to fly into there. Always a good time. ECAP, will you try X1 again when the Flight Factor releases their 777? Probably not, no. For the main reason, the PMDG 777 is probably going to be out by then, and I'll be, if I got to be honest with you, if I'm choosing one or the other, it's going to be the PMDG 777, probably 9.9 times out of 10. Sonny, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Also, there's the fact that I'm pretty sure that the Flight Factor 777 is going to cost north of $130. That's my personal opinion. I'm thinking that it's going to be real expensive, and yeah. That's a lot of money, man. Mike, thanks, dude. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you again. You consider doing a milk run route in the regional aircraft? Fun to see lots of aircraft take off and landings. Yeah, I mean, that's why we always do usually 2 flights per stream, right? Because it's a little bit more fun. We do some streams where it's 1 flight, you know, but... What are some planes you would like to see added to Microsoft? All of them, Nick. All of them. Vaj, thank you very much, man. Celebrating 7 months. Is 7 months already gone? How you doing, Cap? I'm doing well, man. Thanks for coming and hanging out today. I really do appreciate it. Excuse me. They're both claiming that they'll be releasing the best 777 ever created for desktop simulations. Well, of course. Hype machine, right? Unfortunately, I don't believe that coming out of I don't believe that coming out of both parties. But if you just look at like feature rich and which one's going to have more features, probably you probably got to go with the PMDG, just because I think Microsoft offers just a little bit more of a complete package. But yeah, looking forward to the 350. Absolutely, yeah. Hopefully we'll be running Microsoft if I can get past the issues I've always have installing it, and probably will delete X-Plane if it runs well enough. Well, I wish you all the best, man. Installing it should be easy, Brent. It's a slow process. I understand that, Brenton. What I can suggest is when you're ready to do it like late at night. Don't do it in the afternoon when everybody's at home, early evenings, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Who else would have them beat if it's not PMDG? Flight Factor? I mean, I'd probably think there's quite a few developers I would rather see develop than Flight Factor, but now, that being said, Flight Factor 7.5 is arguably one of my favorite aircraft for X-Plane. It's definitely top 5, but I think long gone are the days where Flight Factor creates those types of products. But who knows? We'll see. Maybe their 777 is going to be just that good. I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Mike, again, 10 gifted members. Holy macaroni, dude. Mike is out here today just soloing it, taking the stream on his back. Huge no floaties to you, Mike. Thank you very, very much for your support, man. That is incredibly kind. Guys, could we please get some love in chat for Mike, who's already gifted 20 members and just came in with another 10. Absolutely incredible. 30 gifted members. Thank you, man. I really do appreciate you, dude. Flight Factor is very good. Some of their products are very good. That's why I said you don't know what you're getting. You don't know what you're getting with Flight Factor half the time, right? If I'm being honest with you.
571, contact Albuquerque Center 134.60.
Albuquerque Center 3460, Southwest 571. We'll see you. Flight Factor 7.5 and 7.6, great aircraft. Flight Factor 350 had to be come and saved by Tollus, and they did bare minimum to get that airplane to a usable level. Flight Factor A320, again, not my favorite simulation platform. The aircraft just does not fly. It just feels weird. There's, you know, even the Flight Factor original 777 was not very good. So it's very hit or miss when it comes to Flight Factor. That's more so what I was getting at. Albuquerque Center, good afternoon, Southwest or morning. Southwest 571, flight level 330.
Southwest 571, Albuquerque, good morning.
All right, it's showing 35 miles till top of descent. Let's come down here to the FMC. We're going to go to forecast. We're going to request our descent winds. We're also going to jump up on here quickly, and we're just going to go to Albuquerque. And we're going to have a quick little look-see at the weather and see what things are doing down here. So Albuquerque, we're on ATC Oscar. Winds are 330 at 4. Arriving and departing runway 3 and runway 8. So we're still basically landing on runway 8. That's what we're going to expect. A little bit of a quartering tailwind at 4 knots. Shouldn't affect anything too much. Cool. That all looks good to me. And then our QNH or altimeter is 3039. So we're going to go ahead and load those winds. 3039. Plug that into there. Execute that. Beautiful. Cool. Sweet. We've got our descent winds. All of that looks good. We'll go back here. We'll get an actual readout for our descent, and it's showing 27 miles for the descent. We can go to fix rings, and we can put in... How do I do this again? Do I put in the runway and then, or do I just put in the runway? Is it, or do I have to go... I can't remember if I actually have to go KABQ and then runway, or if it's just...
Southwest 2011, contact Salt Lake City, approach 125.7.
5, 10... 15. All right. Range rings are in. I can't remember if you have to put KABQ and then the runway or if it's just the runway. Because Airbus does it differently. Runway plus number. Just copy the runway from your legs page. Oh shit, is that a thing? Hold on. So legs. Go... copy runway 8 is what you're saying, right? Sorry, runway 8. Go to fix. Go new fix. Plug that in. Ah, okay, that's kind of cool then. /5, /10, /15. Look at that. Thanks, guys. Cool. That's sweet. And then if I come back here, oops, fix. If I go previous page, can I delete this? If I go delete, does it delete? Ah, it deletes. Cool. Sweet. And then we have that. Okay, cool. Very cool. Thanks, guys. That is very easy. And now I should have the fix rings for runway 8, which we do. 15, 10, and 5. Beautiful. Very, very cool. Thanks, guys. Ever thought about getting your PPL? Maybe one day. Maybe one day. All right, we are 14 miles from descent. We still don't have our descents. We'll just wait here. He might want us to call it. We'll wait for 10.
571 at Tamale, descend via the Burrito 1 arrival. Expect runway 8.
After Tamale, we'll descend via the Burrito 1, and we'll expect runway 8. Thanks, Southwest 571. Well, there it is. We didn't have to call it. 12 miles before top of descent, chat. 12 miles, looking good. All right, cool. The Burrito arrival. Let's pop the sky open. We need to be at above 8,000 feet at Unser. So I guess that's what we're going to plan for. 8,000 feet. So we'll go ahead and bring this down to 8,000.
Frontier Flight 4630, contact Albuquerque, approach 123.9er. See ya.
Over approach 123.9er, Frontier 4630.
The burritos are great, they are. Are you getting early access to the 777? I don't think so, Bobby. Nah, I don't have any contacts at PMDG, man. I've reached out to them. I've showed them the channel. I never got a response back from them. So PMDG is one of those groups where they already have their content creators. They're not really looking to add extra content creators. They let their product speak for themselves, which I can appreciate at the same point as well, right? They don't need Captain Canada to showcase anything. It's going to be a good product regardless, right? That's kind of like my outlook on it. So yeah, some of the funny names that Waypoints have, they do, man. Yeah.
Roger, expect that.
Justin, my man, 36 months as a first-class member. Someone is celebrating 3 years, chat. Let's get some love for Mr. Justin. 36 months. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you, my man. Hopefully, you're going to get your ass down to the expo this year in Vegas. We're going to come have a nice little party, little stretch fest down in Las Vegas, Nevada. I better see you there this year. You bailed on us on Houston. Well, work bailed on you for Houston, but still, you bailed on us on Houston. We need to see you down in Vegas, my man. Good to see you, dude. Thank you for 36 months. Incredible, man. Thank you, buddy. PMDG is extremely selective. When the DC-6 came out, the Flying Fabio was the only content creator who got it early. Well, there you go. You already told your job? Good. 6 months in advance. Let's go. We ain't fucking around this time. I like it. Another thing I wish PMDG did more was work with the sounds. Not gonna lie, I saw a vid recently about the Zebo versus PMDG sounds, and yeah, the Zebo sounds are way better, and even the real pilots say so too. Interesting. I mean, I can agree with you that there's probably more, in real life, there's more of a buzzsaw type of effect. Sure, absolutely. Yeah, I don't know. Cap, you ate 2 2,500 milligram edibles the other day, and I thought I was going to have an out-of-body dude, fuck, man. If I ate that much, you'd be driving my ass to the hospital real quick. 2,500? Dude, that's insane. That's insane. I'll trip the fuck off like 200-300 milligrams. Like, I will not have a good time. That's 5,000. You're nuts, dude. No, thank you. Nope. Usain Bolt done it, still the best. That is a great one. Yeah, into Kingston. We actually flew that approach not too long ago. We did that one. I was going nuts. I do not recommend. Yeah, no. How long did you feel that? Like, I feel like 5,000 milligrams, like you felt that for like 2 days. Pilot one time in the comment section said that PMDG sounds are arcade-like. I don't know, that's what he just said. I don't know, man. Again, I think some people look a little bit too much into it. I don't mind the sounds. Could they be better? Absolutely. But I still don't mind the sounds. They still look good, you know? The Bolt Jamaica event was pretty fun last night. MCO to MKJS Sangster.
2011,
It'll be good.
maintain 9,000.
That'd be fun. We just did Fort Lauderdale to there. It was good. Just landed in Denver IRL from Las Vegas this morning. The approach into Denver was bumpy. It always is. I'm curious to see what RealTurb's going to do. Yeah. I don't like to spool up sounds on the ground with the PMDG. Okay. Yeah. Hey, man, I'm a little late to the party. How you liking RealTurb? Might pick it up. First flight with it, Zach. Haven't really noticed much yet, albeit the winds are extremely calm this morning over... like the winds have just been nothing, like almost to the point where they're blowing 3 knots and stuff, right? So hopefully into Denver we'll get some more bumps and some stuff like that based off of the terrain and some of the clouds. I like the idea of it, and I think the price is right at like $10 or 11 euro, I think it was. I think the price is right. It's not something that's going to break the bank. I think it's just going to add a little bit of realism, right? For those days where it actually is gusty or bumpy or windy. So now what I might do is I might change the turbulence setting in the sim back to normal instead of not low. I wonder if I can do that now. Maybe we'll do it for the next flight. For the next flight, I'll switch my turbulence setting off of low, which it is now, to normal, because I think that's what they're suggesting as well.
Uniform, NorCal Depart.
Yeah, I've been missing the in-cloud turbulence, 100%. 100%. Yeah. Maybe you should ask Southwest to sponsorship since you're promoting them so much at the moment. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Yeah. Cam, what's up, man? Happy Monday to you, dude. I'd only be excited
turn right, heading 100.
for the Latin VFR A340 if Horizon made the mod for it, but they cut their partnership, so rip to those chances of a decent plane. Yeah, well, just don't buy Latin VFR. It's that simple. Bob Kita, thanks so much for support, my friend. Appreciate you, dude. All the way from Bulgaria. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you very much for your support. That is incredibly kind. I know a couple Bulgarians. Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
Contact 10 miles east of McClellan. Maintain VFR.
Can't wait for the Aerosoft 330-300. It's going to be my favorite airplane. Bold words. Bold. I don't know if it's going to be... I don't know. Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. But airport elevation 5355. We need to spin that up right now. 5355.
Southwest 2011, 10 miles north of the final. Correction, 15 miles north of the
53.
Fly heading,
we'll just put it to 5400.
Maintain 9,000 till established.
Frequencies 1119 and 079. 1119. 1119. Good. 079 on the front course. Good. 079 on the front. Good. And looking for 5527. Oh man, my wrist's gonna hurt dialing this one up. 5527, chat. Hold it. Go.
Southwest 2011 appears you overshot final
Hey
flight heading
Karl,
180.
greetings from Bulgaria. I love your content. Keep up the good work.
Thanks,
Huge
Bubka.
no floaties to you.
Appreciate you, my friend. Incredibly kind. Thank you, man. And Rick, thanks for your subscription as well, dude. Welcome aboard. Thank you. One Bad Badger. What's up, man? I heard about the 330 6 months ago, but they released it. I really don't have any interest in a 330 with other aircraft hopefully released. Yeah, I mean, that's what, Aerosoft, that's what I was saying. First and foremost, they had a huge opportunity to kind of grab a little bit of the market that was just starved for a proper quote-unquote long hauler, right? That's where I think they really missed it. By the time that Aerosoft actually does release their 330, I'm pretty sure we're going to have the TFDI MD-11. I'm pretty sure we're going to have the PMDG 777. I don't know, man. I feel like you just cut yourself a huge market cost. But again, at the same point, I also feel like after PMDG got that sponsorship with the German government, sorry, not PMDG, Aerosoft got that sponsorship with the German government, they just don't care. There's absolutely no urgency and there's no rush from them. They got how much? Almost half a million pounds tax free. Fuck. You think they care? You think they care that the flight sim community is upset with them right now because their 330 has been delayed probably over a year? Man, they don't give a fuck. They've already been paid and they've done nothing. They literally have done nothing.
Salt Lake City Tower 132.65.
400,000 euros. That's what I mean. And they've done nothing. And apparently all they have to do, it was in one of the news articles recently, somebody said the only thing that they have to do is they have to provide the aircraft by March 2025.
Roger, Windcom 16 right, clear to land.
March 2025 is when they have to have an aircraft released for the simulator. It's crazy, man. Honestly, it's no wonder there's no work ethic there. There's no urgency. There's no want. There's no will. They've already been paid. They don't care. They probably got paid more than that aircraft's revenue is going to make. I'd be hard pressed. Well, maybe if they had got it out when they originally said it was going to come out, then maybe I could see the aircraft making 400,000 euro back into the company. I don't think so now. No way. But it might. Who knows? Altimeter 3039. Weesh. High pressure here today. 3039. Good. We'll flip that on. 3039. Oh, it does all of them. Okay, got you.
Frontier Flight 4630, runway 8, wind calm, clear to land. Contact Albuquerque Tower 120.3.
Alright, 3039. We're looking good in there. Should you buy any honeycomb products with the current situation? I wouldn't be, Shane.
4630, you copy?
Nope, I wouldn't be. Wonder how much developing an airplane for flight sim costs. Dare I guess a number? It depends, Flutterer. Really depends. It depends, like, if you're that's why a lot of these teams and a lot of these people that do this, they're not full-time, right? That's why you see that.
Frontier 4630, radio check. Southwest 571, contact Albuquerque approach 123.9er.
123.9er Southwest 571. Right, getting a little bit above profile.
4630.
You would think there would be conditions on the money given Aerosoft. There is, Dennis. They have to provide a product by March 2025. That's what it was. I don't know if there's anything in now. The specifics of the contract, we're never going to know that as,
if able, exit right,
consumers. But
Echo 12 and contact ground on 121.9er.
Over to ground, 0.9er.
Hey, I got my mocks in 2 days. Better get setting. I'll catch you later. Take care, man. All the best with it, dude. What do we have? ATIS information. What was it? Oscar. Albuquerque approach. Good morning. Southwest 571. ATIS information. Oscar 15000 descending on the burrito.
Southwest 571, Albuquerque approach. Roger. Advise me you have an approach request. And do you verify your information, Juliet?
Okay, we'll go grab Juliet, and we'll just take the ILS runway 8 for Southwest 571.
And Southwest 571, correction, and verify information, Oscar.
Yes, confirm. We do have Oscar. Thank you for Southwest 571.
Southwest 571, copy.
Everything's looking good there. We can get tower.
Anchor cleared for the ILS or runway 8 approach.
At Anchor cleared for the ILS 8 approach, Southwest 571. Confirm you have a burrito on board. Yes, confirmed.
Clearance, good afternoon. Care 357, like to pick
let's go ahead and just confirm tower frequency 120.3. So we'll bug that up, get that ready to go. 1203, that way we're not fiddling with the radios once he gives us control.
Care 357, you're cleared to Jackson Hole Airport.
We're back on profile now. Speed's rolling back to 250 knots as well. Aerosoft has Bravos on sale for 150 bucks. It's not too bad. We sold out in a second, but yeah. Confirm you have Burrito on board. Good afternoon, Cap. Watching class right now. Andrew, what's up, mate? Good to see you, dude. Yeah, what do you think of the people who said that the Flight Factor 777 will be better than the PMDG just because the owner of Flight Factor has taken a certification course?
7,000 initially, 14,010, that's 20.5 squawk.
It's a gimmick. It's laughable, to be honest with you. We have to wait and see, man. I think they're both going to be great aircraft, but we're going to see, man. I mean, what are you going to buy if the PMDG costs $60, $70, but the Flight Factor costs $130? Which one are you going to buy? Right? And before we even get started, we already know that the X-Plane fans are going to support Flight Factor, and they're automatically going to say that it is the more superior product. One, because, well, it costs more, and two, because of reasons that you just mentioned. So really, again, everything is subjective, and everything is up to the user experience. What are you looking for in an aircraft? That's really what it's going to come down to, man. I'm not going to buy into the hype that one is better than the other. They're probably going to be both great aircraft.
132.2 TBM 50 and
for both sides, right? You're going to have the X-Plane fanatics saying the Flight Factor is the best. It's, you know, best thing since sliced bread, and you're probably going to get the Microsoft users saying the same thing. Oh, well, the PMDG 777 is the best thing since sliced bread, so who cares? Fly whatever simulator you want to fly, right? I think we're lucky that we're both simulators are getting them, you know what I mean? The P3D 777 version for PMDG was 110. Yeah, but they're not going to do that. Even, I mean, the 737 is $100, Mark. It's $99 for the 737. So, and PMDG has already come out and said that because of the larger market in Microsoft Flight Simulator, they don't have to price their aircraft so high. And that's why I'm saying, that's why in X-Plane, I'm thinking it's going to be $129.99. That's my guess for the Flight Factor 777. $129.99. If you already own version 1, it might be like $89 or $79 or something like that. They may give you a little bit of a discount if you've already bought the original Flight Factor 777, but my guess is it's going to be a hefty price tag on that one. Landing lights, start switches, wing lights. We're through 10,000 feet. We'll ding the cabin here as well. Mike dropping another 5 gifted members. Incredible, man. Thank you, dude, for the continued support. That is just incredibly kind. Thank you, man. 7,200 feet. We have been cleared on the approach, so we're allowed to take it down to 7,200 feet now. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Guys, if you just got another gifted membership, or if you did just get a gifted membership, please make sure you say thank you. That's incredibly kind, dude. Appreciate you, Mike. Thank you, man. Just because you took a certification course doesn't mean you're going to implement all the things you can learn there. Well, of course, yes. X-Plane is a great sim if you fly with your eyes closed. Correct. Yeah, if you don't look, if you're not interested in, and I've always said this, if you're not interested in what is going on outside the window, you're only interested in the runway and practicing procedures and stuff like that, then yeah, absolutely. X-Plane is probably the best bet. But like 95% of the flight simmers out there, we want to be able to look out and see the world and enjoy what we're looking at and have ortho imagery and have, you know, cities that actually draw real buildings and stuff like that, right? Of course. And that's why I think you can go both ways. There's no right or wrong answer. It depends what you're looking for in a flight simulator. That's really the end. That's it.
2,500.
It depends what you're looking for. And I've always said this. I always thought, like, I'm kind of surprised that the FAA doesn't have... 120.3 Southwest 571. I'm surprised there isn't like a simulator, like when you get hired by an airline, I'm surprised there isn't a simulator that you can, like, they offer to you so that you can go home and practice that has, like, you know, I'm surprised something like that hasn't been developed. I wonder if it's a matter of time before something like that gets developed. You know, where that flight model, you know how, like, you can buy, you know, like when a level D simulator is running, you know, Boeing approved software or Airbus approved software. I think it would be cool if, like, you could just, if you have a pilot, you have your type rating, you could have something like that at home to practice and make it more redundant and stuff like that. That'd be kind of cool. Upgrade Tower, good morning, Southwest 571, ILS runway 8.
Care 357, Billings ground runway 28 right, taxi via Juliet Alpha.
All right, final approach speed today, chat. We're looking for 153.
Juliet Alpha, Care 357.
And we're about to capture glide slope. We've armed our approach.
571 Albuquerque Tower, runway 8, clear to land, wind 320 at 4.
Runway 8, cleared to land, Southwest 571. You get a full program in PowerPoint. I don't know if that'd help, but... right, we're vacating to the left, Alpha, probably 8 or 9. We'll see. There's glide slope. Let's go gear down. Flaps 15 degrees. We'll go final approach speed now. We're looking for 153. Beautiful. And we have been cleared to land. We'll get all the lights on. Good. And we get to, because we're switching liveries, we get to actually do a replay of this one, chat. So we'll be able to watch the replay. We'll be able to watch this coming in. We'll go flaps 25 degrees. We'll start our recording now. Beautiful. We're recording. And coming up on 160 knots, we're going flaps 30. I'm taking control of the throttles. Beautiful. Yo, cam's going on. Enjoy the arrival, friends. Catch you guys down on the ground. My airplane. I love flying into Albuquerque, man. It's always so much fun. Winds are calm right now, not showing anything. It's real nice.
500. 400. 300. Minimum.
Ground unit 535.
Continue.
Bravo Sierra, short of call. And we're taxi information. Mike and Denver.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Reversers, nose down gently. Ain't no way that was a 202, chat. That was so pretty. Ain't no way.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Coming out, reverser stowed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Albuquerque. Man, that looks so good. We'll watch the replay. Judge it by the replay. That felt so damn good. That was a 202? Really? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think we got robbed. I think we got robbed on that one, chat. We'll watch the replay. That's why we got replays, right? Alright, vacate to the left. We are off on to Alpha.
Roger, contact NorCal approach 119.2.
Alpha. Down, spoilers, flat.
NorCal approach, good afternoon. November 4460 uniforms, 12500, descending, we have the...
Head check made that look like a 202. 099 on the G202. What is SimToolkit Pro giving us?
Southwest 571, Albuquerque ground.
Sorry, go ahead first, Southwest 571.
Yeah, you want taxi to park?
Yeah, Alpha into parking, please.
Southwest 571, roger. Taxi park via Alpha to the ramp, monitor this frequency.
Alpha to the ramp will monitor this frequency. Thanks, Southwest 571. SimToolkit Pro said 198. Maybe it was a 202, chat. It's saying 198 on SimToolkit Pro, so that's the first time those two have been like so damn close to one another in a long time. 202 and 198, so maybe we were around it. Maybe we'll see on the replay. We've got the replay. We'll be able to watch that because we are switching into United airplane. I'll actually stop the recording so that's ready to go. We are going up into...
Here, 357, building tower, runway 28 right, winds 230 at 9, quick takeoff.
Gate. I don't know what gate that is. What's that gate all the way back around here? Alpha 6 is where the real aircraft went. GSX, Alpha 6. No. Good. Cool. Sweet. Doesn't matter, it was a 202 and 98 on the G. It's very smooth. Yeah, it was a good one. It was definitely a good one. Flare was perfect. Maybe could have held it a little bit more, but I don't know.
And NorCal approach TDM.
Thompson's Water, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back.
We have Carson City at
Hey, Cap, I trust you're having a good day. Just stopping by to say hi. Tom, good to see you, man. Thanks for coming and hang out. We are having a good day. Enjoying some flight sim here on the Pilotedge network. 49 minutes on, well, 48 minutes on that flight time chat as well.
We'll talk to you later. 446 Yeah. Yeah.
Get everything turned off upstairs. Beautiful. Good, cool. Everything's cleaned up here as well. Gam, how does the model matching work on Pilotedge? You can just use your FSLTL model matching. You just have to link it. So the client is very much exactly like, if I open up the client here for you, you'll see the client looks almost exactly like X-Pilot or V-Pilot or anything like that, right? And you just go in here and you just FSLTL rules VMR. Just add the VMR into here and you should get all the model matching to work exactly the way that you do. Super easy, super simple. Is Pilotedge better than VATSIM? Depends what you're looking for, Aiden. It's a lot more professional of a network. 18 plus, so you're not going to get any kids on the network, so it's a little bit more of a mature audience, if you will. It is paid as well, so yeah. Isn't that one of the longtime controllers at PE? Sorry, I couldn't fly with you on today on PE. I'm not sure, Tom. Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, that's real life duty. We're not real life pilots here. We're just yeah, flight sim is all about the butters, man, in case you haven't noticed. If you want to be successful in flight sim, you got to go for those butters, man. You got to get those butters. Most people don't really care to see real life landings, right? They want the butters. 18 plus is surprising given the legal age of to fly solo is 16. Yep. You have to be able to have a credit card. I think that's the logic of it, Will. I don't think it's necessarily, oh, we're copying real life. It's you have to have a credit card to sign up for Pilotedge. I'm pretty sure you have to be 18 to have a credit card in most states or countries. We are self-certified type-rated armchair pilots, 100%. You know it. You know it, man. Now, it was no floats, even came down very nicely. I'd say it was a good real-world landing, very smooth. I think the foot per minute counter can be inaccurate sometimes, considering a 0.98 on the G. I would agree with you. Yep. The landing rate monitor sucks because if there's any type of, like, if the runway dips or the runway goes up just even slightly, the ratings, because the way that the wheels interact with the ground is it actually kind of clips through the ground a little bit, and that's why you have that, like, that's why I always say, like, especially if you're flying like the default 787 or the 747, the landing rate numbers, like it's like a perfect landing, but the landing rate monitor will give like 400, 500, 600 foot per minute, and you're like, no. But if you look at the way that the wheels land, and like I said, hopefully that gets fixed with the new, it's supposed to be getting fixed with the new ground physics that are coming out. Are they coming out for Sim Update 16? I think it's Sim Update 16 where they're switching all the ground physics and how that shit works. But yeah, if you don't believe me, go and test. Go and fly the default 747 and watch when you land. The wheels land like this, and they literally slice into the ground, and then they go flat. There's no like fluid motion of like the back wheels touching, and then you kind of like, you know, smoothly applying the rest of the tires down. It's like a snap feature, and they've even admitted that it's like that. So at least with Sim Update 15, we've got the new ground physics coming out, so that should improve quite a bit of things. Fingers crossed. Hopefully, should make things a little bit better.
You know, 535, contact departure.
16 or 15? I think it's 15. Which one's coming out soon? What did we just get? Sim Update 14 was before Christmas, and then this is Sim Update 15. So Sim Update 15, it's coming out, I think. All right, beautiful. Park brake is on. Upstairs, APU's on. Bleeds are on. Gens are on. Engine number 2 is off. Engine number 1 is off. Seatbelt sign is off. Anti-collision light is off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Albuquerque, New Mexico, my friends. Let's request deboarding, and there we have it. What a beautiful flight. A successful first flight, my friends. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. I hope you guys did as well. I love landing in Albuquerque, man. I seem to always have beautiful landings here. I don't know if it's because the elevation change, right? You're at such a high elevation that sometimes the aircraft feels a little bit heavier and it needs a little bit more thrust to want to keep flying and take off and stuff. So maybe that's why I like flying here. Here in Denver, I seem to always have really nice approaches into both of these airports. There's some cool approaches into here as well. They have some wicked RNAV arrivals into Albuquerque. So if you don't fly in Albuquerque, you might want to check that one out. Okay, let me go ahead and get my new flight plan filed off here. I just want to do this now before we watch our replay, just so that I can make sure that the CPDLC has enough time to click in KABQ over to KDEN. And what we're going to do as well, before I forget, let's go to, where is it? Control options? No, it can't be control options. It's got to be general options. Flight model? No. What's it under, chat? Where you can change the experimental? No. Is it under assistance? Oh, it might be under assistance. Where is the assistance? User experience? It's got to be down here, right? G effect? What's G effect? Okay, I don't care about any of that. Piloting? Turbulence. Let's put this to low, medium, realistic. Let's put it to medium for this next flight. We'll see what it's like on medium. See if we notice any crazy changes or something like that. We'll put it on medium. We'll see what it does. We'll see if the real cat turb even picks some of that up and does some stuff. Cap, I set the trim turb to medium. It seems to work well with the RealTurb app. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. We're gonna put it into there, and we'll try that out. Okay, that's done. That's done. This is done. Let me file off my flight plan here, chat, in a second. We're going to have 179 passengers going over to Denver.
Was that for K or 357?
I'm going to disconnect from Pilotedge quickly. I'm going to send this off on the network. Oops. Pilotedge. CPDLC. File flight plan. Close. Good. All right, cool. Let me go ahead and restart GSX. Now remember, chat, we are going to have to restart this. Yeah, I'm going to restart the sim here after this. I'm going to restart the Kutal script. Good. Let me go ahead and get the aircraft in a turnaround state. Return, PMGG setup, panel state load, final, execute. Good. Flaps are going to go all the way down. Again, we'll have to wait for flaps to come out. We'll get all the lights on for the replay. Good. Cool. Give it a second here, chat, for the flaps to come all the way out. Then we'll watch the replay. Statewi, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. Realistic or bust, dude? Realistic isn't realistic, dude. It's not good. And to be fair, all of the third-party aircraft developers, Phoenix, PMDG, AnyBuilds, all say to run it on low. There's a reason why it's not very realistic. I know a lot of you want to pretend like it's realistic, but it's not. The fact that you can get like a 2-knot wind and your entire aircraft is blowing around like this, that's not very accurate. The realistic setting, there is like a constant turbulence force on the aircraft at all times. No, it's not like that. PMDG and AnyBuild said that, absolutely. So did Phoenix. They've all come out and said it, that it all should be running on low. Phoenix was the first developer to come out and say, yeah, this is really weird. Because remember when Phoenix Block 1 came out, Block 2 or the first one of whatever the hell came out, and they changed the whole flight model, and everybody was like, I can't control the airplane. It's because everybody had it on set to realistic, including myself. Phoenix was the first one to come out and say, don't run it on that. Let's bring this all the way down here like that. We'll pin it right about there. Good. Cool. Let's watch some wing views. Let's watch some arrivals here coming in. Is it just me, or is there hardly turbulence in Microsoft Flight Simulator? I just switched over from P3D a few months ago. It depends, Dan. It really depends. It doesn't do it very well coming through clouds and stuff like that, but yeah. I've never had any issues controlling them on realistic. Well, we're not going to start this right now. You use a fucking PlayStation remote. You are constantly, your aircraft, all your aircraft does is this. Because left and right. Come on. I want to see you use your yoke, man. Like, I want you to just feel how much different it is using a yoke or an actual joystick instead of this little dinky thing in your hand where you can manipulate the entire aircraft with one little... Your thumb literally moves an eighth of an inch and the airplane completely moves. This fucking guy, man. One day, can you show us how you plan your routes to getting flight plans and weights, etc.? Well, planning the routes is not very difficult. I just used Flight Radar 2.4. So if you go to Flight Radar 2.4, this is Flight Radar 2.4, you can see Albuquerque to Denver was on a 737-800 right here. You just click on that and that gives you all the information. There's United 312. You can see it was in a 737-800. And then you just take this number, the United 312, and then you bring that into... you just put that into SimBrief, and then SimBrief will give you weight, balance, altitudes. For the most part, it's pretty good, but yeah. Man, chat, you really think that was a 202? I guess I kind of look like a 202, to be honest with you. That wing view is pretty nice, though. Looked like a sweet, realistic landing. I would like to think, but agree. Low is turning on to easy mode. Okay, well, I have it on medium. Is everybody happy now? I'm sorry that I listened to what the developer of an aircraft told me to turn it to. You're right. Yeah, I'm a terrible person. I was on easy mode. Sure. Holy shit, man. I was literally just doing what the developer said because all of us were struggling when the Block 2 came out. Whatever, Block 1, whatever it is. I love turbulence set to realistic using the Boeing Thrustmaster yoke and the throttle quadrant. I don't have any issues. That's weird. Dude, set to realistic, you're all over the way. Unless they've updated it. They might have updated it recently and they might have made it a little bit of a better experience, but... Chad, are we still going 200 on that landing? Hold on. One more view. Are we still going with a 200 on that landing? Let's go this view. That looked nice. That looked real nice. I don't know if I'm buying 200 on that one. I don't think they've updated it. Yeah, I'm going to leave it on, like I said, man, all the developers are saying that it should be on low. I'm going to put it to medium and we're going to test it. We're going to see what it is. I do agree. I would like a little bit more turbulence. I would like a little bit more movement on the approaches. Sometimes it feels a little bit too smooth, if you will. But again, when I ran realistic for like a year, 2 years, whatever, for how long the sim was out, and it was just too much, man. Like, you get a gusting wind, and the way that the aircraft behaves, you get a gusting wind, and you're all over the place, dude. Chad, I don't know, man. I don't know about you. I'm not believing 200 on that one. That one felt way smoother to me, man. We even had that little flare, like just that little, look, just that, like, that little, the little flare at the last second, kind of, right as we cut the power. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm buying 200 on that one, Chad. I'm sorry. Usually I don't fight the landing rate. I don't know if I buy 200 on that. That one looked beautiful. That one looked beautiful. Intel or AMD? Depends, man. Depends. 202 facts. Okay, I believe you. I believe you. I'm going with it. I believe it. 202. Bet. Take it. We'll take it. Yeah, it depends, Balders. I would probably go... I don't know, man. That 7800X3D is an absolute menace of a chip. So, I don't know, man. I have to do a lot more research on it. I haven't done a lot of research on it. So I don't really know. I don't really know which one I would choose. To be honest. Let's call it a 69 and call it good. It's just so tough in a sim 2 with no force feedback. Yeah, realistic to me, it's just not, again, like I said, it's not realistic. You'll be landing somewhere with no wind and the aircraft will just be rocking around everywhere because it's manipulating or putting it into the sim. That one looked good, chat. That looked like a good approach, man. One more replay, and then we're going to reload the sim. We got to jump in our United aircraft. United. I think you're flying through thunderstorms at 0 turbulence. Yes. Yeah. You haven't had that happen? I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. It used to happen all the time to me. Again, it's not like I just woke up one day and said, you know what? I'm going to move this over to low all of a sudden. No, I'm on the Phoenix Discord, and Phoenix said that the behavior that it has on realistic is not accurate to what it is in real life. And they suggested that you move it to low. Everybody remembers that. If you're in the Phoenix Discord, it's in the Discord. It's not making this up, right? Like, that was a beautiful landing, chat. That actually may have been one of our best landings all week, regardless of the landing rate. But that was a good landing. I was happy with that one. Okay, cool. Give me a second. I'm gonna throw it to the BR back screen. Gonna reload the sim because we've got to jump in a new livery, and I should be back in about 5 minutes or so. See you in a sec. Almost unloading, chat. Now we're just switching livery, Zach. Alrighty, friends, welcome back. Aircraft is starting to board. Beautiful. Let's go back inside. Let's get everything programmed, ready to rock and roll. First things first, we'll go and get our... Don't need anybody on board. We can actually pause the music. The song is almost done. I will pause it. We shall pause it. Cool. First things first, battery switch. Ground power to the on position. Beautiful. Aircraft comes to life. Get some panel brightness up on this guy here. Let's go ahead and get our IRS set. Left side nav, right side nav. Beautiful. Zach, my man, huge note floaties to you. Oh, sorry, Mike. I just saw Zach on my other monitor. Mike, huge note floaties to you. Another 5 gifted members. Absolutely incredible, dude. Absolutely incredible. 40 gifted members from Mike today. Mike, thank you, man. Really, really, really do appreciate that, dude. Incredibly kind. Guys, if you got a gifted membership from Mike, please make sure you say thank you. Incredibly kind. Right, get this bad boy. We're going to pretend like we got this all in like a turnaround state for you guys, because we technically should have it in a turnaround state. We're going up to 35,000 feet for the flight into Denver. Beautiful. That's all good. That's all good. Sweet. Let's come down here. Electronic flight bag. Import from SimBrief. Beautiful. What do you think about Boeing's CEO? I don't really pay any attention to that, man. I don't, no comment. I don't really know. Yeah. Thank you again, Mike. Appreciate you, my man. Let's bump this up, these up. Good. Main panel brightness can come up here as well. Good. Turn our screens down here just a little bit. Beautiful. Good. Good. Sweet. And we'll turn some panel brightness on down here as well. Good. Now, let's see. RealTurb should have... Okay, so it did launch automatically. Okay, good. Cool. Let's go ahead and... down to the FMC. Going to go to the FMC button. Pausing it. We're going to go to our airport. We're over in Albuquerque, KABQ. We'll throw that into our reference airport. Go to our next page. Grab our left GPS. Scroll back. Set our IRS position. Go to Route tab. Clear that out. Then we'll go to Flight Plan Request. Albuquerque to Denver. We'll select that. Set payload. Set fuel. Select route. Give that about 15 seconds to run through that stuff. Let's go to our CPDLC program here. We are United UAL. What are we? 312? Yeah, United 312. We'll bug that up into there. We'll send that into there. We'll send log on. Beautiful. We're logged on. Now we're waiting for the ATC message. So we are going to get CPDLC at both airports today. Route uplink is ready. We'll hit the load button. Good. Route uplink is loading. Beautiful. Hello from the Czech Republic. Michael, good to see you, my friend. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming to hang out. Give that a second. It's going to change from route uplink loading. There we go. And we'll activate and execute that. Perfect. Cool. Flight uplink is done. We can go to our NITRAF. Actually, we'll just wait on that. Is that in pounds? There's the message from them. So we're going to go to GSX. What are you doing? Are none of the doors open? That's weird. None of the doors opened through GSX. FS action doors. None of the doors opened by themselves the way that they're supposed to. That's really weird. FX, PMDG setup, aircraft, equipment. Just gonna make sure everything's set here properly. Weird, like all the call outs and stuff got turned off. I wonder if I haven't flown this livery before. Minimums call, yeah, we want that. Minimums. V1 call off. Actually, no, we want V1 on. Okay. Displays. Kilograms. Where's the... Do you guys remember the option to have the speed? There's like a speed option where you can have it set to like... Can't remember where it is. Equipment. It's gotta be... There's an option in the PMDG. You can choose where the auto throttle kicks in. You can put it to like 5 knots or like 20 knots. Does anybody remember where that is? I can never remember where that is and what it's called. I don't think it's in here though. Oh, here it is. Never mind. Descent under speed margin from 15. We're going to put this to 5. There we go. Sweet. Cool. Okay. Good. Happy with that. Sweet. Cool. Everything's done there now. I don't know why the doors didn't open. That's weird. Go to our CPDLC. Oh, did I not? Okay, hold on. I'm going to send log on. I guess I didn't accept it in enough time. So yeah, hold on. You have to accept it within 2 minutes, otherwise it automatically closes itself. So what does that change? It changes when you're in the autopilot will. The autopilot will kick itself off. Sorry, not the autopilot. The auto throttle. If you leave it regular, like if you have like 275 knots selected, the auto throttle actually won't like kick on until there's a change of 15 knots. Meaning that like you can fluctuate from 275 to 260 to like 275 to 290 where the auto throttle will like finally click in. So if you put it to 5 knots, if like you have selected 275 and it goes to like 270, it'll automatically, you know, the auto throttle will advance itself and bring the speed back to 275. So there's a lot less of like a buffer. Alright, this might be on me. I might have screwed up this I forgot that I have to take, I don't think, do I have requests? No. Message log. Ah, okay. So this one timed out. See, so we timed it out. I don't think it'll let me close it. No. Error timeout. Hopefully we'll get another one. We'll see if we get dinged. It is Papa, Windsor Com, 10 mile, departing 3 and 8, so we're going to get runway 8, but usually it doesn't take this long to get a response, so I may have to call clearance here. I might have screwed up. I might have to call up clearance, Albuquerque clearance with ATC information, Papa. We used to fly the 900 when we were United. There you go, Reg. That's right, yeah. Synaptic A220 dev update today or tomorrow posted in the Discord. Very nice. Very excited for that. Have you had any issues with frame gen mod? Not really. A few issues here and there, but for the most part, it's been pretty good. Pretty good. All right, well, it's timed out, and it doesn't seem to be giving me a new clearance, so we're going to have to tune here. We're going to go 19.2, and we'll just grab clearance the old-fashioned way. Apologize about that. My brain not thinking to just accept that before going off and working on some other things. We're going to log off. What I'll do is I'll send a log on here one more time. We'll give that a second. Easiest way to set up such load from another aircraft, like the one you flew from previously, then all the settings will be copied to your current aircraft. Okay. How do you do that, sorry, Johan? You just copy it or something? Oh, from the livery, right? You have to do it? Like, if I can just copy, like, the Southwest livery or something? Had some issues with the Horizon 77-900 while using the FrameGen mod. Is FrameGen nothing at all? It works fine, and I get 60 frames now. Yeah. Haven't had any issues with it. Haven't had any issues. And if we don't get a message here within the next, like, 30 seconds, we'll just assume that it's not working. Florida Wings, well, looks like we're getting an announcement today or tomorrow. An update today or tomorrow on the aircraft. How long has it been since our last update? I feel like it's been like 4 or 5 months at least. Alright, we're not getting anything through there. We're just going to log off. We'll close that. Let me get a notepad open. And we've got info Papa. And we want to get our clearance into Denver. All right, 19.2. We'll flip over now.
Runway 1 left. On my chart. Southwest 800, correction. It's wrong on my end. Runway 12 left. Taxi the Alpha. There's runway 12. There's no one to left for Southwest 800. Southwest 800, standby.
Albuquerque clearance, good afternoon, United 312 information, Papa, IFR to Denver, please.
United 312, roger, standby.
Nice. Now, we can start
runway 12,
working on this stuff, so we can go to departure. You can plan for the Hemes 3 out of runway 8 and execute that. We can then go to our arrivals. We can see what they're doing in Denver. If we go to Denver, we go to weather. Pilotedge ATIS information, Mike. Winds are 220 at 6. 10 mile visibility, few at 8,000, few at 14, scattered at 22. Arriving.
United 312 is available, advise ready.
Ready to go, United 312.
United 312, you're clear to Denver Airport. Use the GMS 3 departure. GMS is filed. On departure, climb via SID. Climb maintain flight level 240. Expect flight level 350 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 127.4, squawk 4467.
United 312's cleared into Denver. Hem is 3 departure. Hem is then as filed. Climb to the SID. Maintain flight level 240. We'll expect 350 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequencies on 127.4, squawking 4467.
United 312, read that correct?
Beautiful. Cool, chat. So, if we look at Denver, arrivals on 16 right, 17 left, and 17 right. We are going to expect the arrival on 16 right then is what we're going to do. That sounds like a plan. As far as parking goes, where are we parking in Denver? It's actually planned to park accordingly for the airport. Okay, yeah, no, it's perfect. Yeah, we'll here, and then we're gonna vacate onto 16 right, and then vacate onto Whiskey Charlie, and then we'll go basically Whiskey Charlie into the ramp. They actually came down here. They vacated Delta 5, Whiskey Bravo, and right into the ramp. So that's what we'll plan to do. Okay, cool. So we'll plan 16 right on the... What are we descending on? The T-Bar 3 arrival. T-Bar 3, find that on the list. Man, a lot of arrivals into here. T-Bar for 16. T-Bar 16. We're going to have it via the gondola transition. We're going to plan 16 right. And if we open up our charts here, you can see the T-Bar takes us all the way down to Cliff at 11,000 feet. And then Denver approach 16 right. Pin that. We're going to want to take it via probably Kale. I feel like Kale would probably be where we're going to take it in from. So we'll select Kale. And then we'll go from there. We'll execute that. Beautiful. Cool. Go to legs. Make sure we have no crazy discontinuities, which we don't. Cliff, radar vectors, Kale. And then we're looking good from there. Sweet. Cool. Go to our NITREF, plug in some information. 61.8 on the 0 fuel weight. Burn, we're going to go 5.8. Good. Reserves, we're going to go with 2. Looking for a cost index. Actually, we're not going to do anything. We'll do our perf init request. We'll let that figured out. We are planning 350 as well. So, hello, Cap. Greetings from DXB. Good to see you, Dubik. Welcome back, man. Hope you're doing well. What aircraft will be getting an update on again? The Synaptic E220. Using the RealTurb add-on, how is it? I just started using it. I don't think we've used it in its full potential yet, so we'll wait and see. Should maybe see some stuff here on this flight, flying into Denver. All right, they're calling for a cost index of 23, and we're going to go 350, and we'll execute that. Beautiful. Cool. Mike, thank you again, man, for another gifted membership. Huge no floaties to you, man. 41 gifted members for Mr. Mike today. Thank you, Mike. Sincerely, dude. That's incredibly kind, man. Headed to Denver in May for Red Hot Summit on a Max 9. Keep me in your thoughts. Oh, boy. N1 limits here. Let's go over to our calculator now and calculate some stuff over here. Performance tools. We're going to select runway 8 for departure. We're going to import from aircraft. Flip that to kilograms. Good. Import the weather. Good. And calculate our V-speeds. Acceleration height 800 feet. Flaps 5 degrees. 94 on the N1. We're going to be rocketing out of here. Takeoff with a cell temp of 42 degrees. So we'll select 42 degrees up here. Beautiful. Go to takeoff page. Flaps are going to be set to 5 degrees. Our CG weight 25.5, which gives us a trim value of 471. 471. V-speeds 43, 45, 47, 43, 45. 47. Beautiful. Cool. All of that looks good to me. I'm happy with that. Let's go ahead and head upstairs. They are done. The baggage loaders are done their process. So we're going to go ahead and spool up the APU. AJ coming in and gifting 10 members to the channel. Holy macaroni, dude. That's over 50 gifted members on the channel today, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, seriously. Thank you very, very much for the support, man. That is incredibly kind. Huge no floaties in chat to AJ. Guys, if you just got a gifted membership, please make sure you say thank you. That is incredibly kind, man. Mike, AJ, both you guys, thank you. Seriously. Unbelievably kind, man. Huge, huge, huge no floaties. Oh, this doesn't have the traffic range ring. PMDG setup, aircraft. Is that in displays? It has to be in displays, right? Landing flaps, range arcs. Thank you. I don't know why nobody would want to have range arcs on. Okay, upstairs, APU goes on, APU bleed goes on. We'll get the packs on. It's a little bit chilly here today. It's only 10 degrees. So we'll get the packs on for now, warm up the aircraft. Everything looks good up there. We're going to flip this over to APU gen. We're going to make sure that our park brakes are on, and then we'll go ahead and disconnect the ground power. FS actions, ground services, release the ground power. We can remove the wheel chocks as well. We're on parking brakes, so we're fine there. And then our climb, we just have to check out the MS3 departure. So our top altitude is going to be 200. Now he gave us climb 240, but we're going to bug up 200 just in case, because we're climbing by a SID. Although he said climb by SID, maintain 240, I think he gave us. Climb via the SID, maintain 240, expect 350. Okay, well, we're going to go 240. You know what? We're going to go 200 just in case he messed that up. 200 for us. I love when painters make the wear and tear on the planes look so cool. I agree, man. They are beautiful. I agree. All right, everything's done there, chat. 11 more passengers to board, and then we will be pushing ourselves back. 11 more passengers. We're sitting here ready to go. Beautiful United wingtip. Hey, Gap, and an Airbus, what's a good landing rate? I think they say 160 foot per minute or greater is what you should be aiming for. Between 160 and 250 probably would be a butter, real world butter. I was saving for a Honeycomb Alpha and Bravo. Now what the hell do I do? Thrustmaster. Pendular yoke system, man. Oh, baby. Take a drink. Pendular. It's that good. Hey, from Sweden. Hope you're having a great day. Ludwig, good to see you, man. Thanks for coming to hang out. Appreciate you. We are having a great day, man. Thanks for being here. The scenery is crazy bright. I do agree with you, man. The textures that they've used, and during the day, it does make the because it's concrete, right? So I do agree with you that the textures are insanely bright out the window. Yeah. There's the boarding complete message. Let's prepare for pushback and departure, friends. Let's go upstairs. Anti-collision light comes on. Fuel pumps come on. Seatbelt sign comes on. We're going to get our right pack off for now. We'll keep the left pack on. Right pack goes off for now. EPU gen's all good there. That's all good there. Hydro pumps can come on. Good, cool. And then for push and start, I believe we stay in a non-movement area here, or do I need to call for pushback? I may actually need to call. Okay, so the non-movement line is before Alpha. I don't know how this works at this airport. There's the non-movement, but I think they push you back to here. Are these parking stands? This may be parking stands. Well, we'll find out what it's going to do. We can always stop it before we get to the non-movement. Thrustmaster needs to have a special to get all the Honeycomb customers to buy their pedals. I agree, man. I agree. They are fantastic. 147 on the rotation, and runway heading is going to be 080. Good. Hopefully Mike would be a blast, man. Love to have you there. Vegas is going to be incredible. Yeah. Looking for 300 likes? We are. If you guys haven't done so, don't forget to smash down that thumbs up, guys. We're going for 300 likes on today's live stream, as per every live stream. Last thing we need to do before we start moving here is squawk code 4467. We're just going to go straight pushback, manual stop. Yeah. What was it? 4467. 4467. Honor reporting. Beautiful. Park brake. Released. Sanders, my man, dropping 28 months. Is a nice stream to watch and chill after a long work day. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thank you very much for support. Celebrating 28 months. Absolutely incredible, man. Absolutely incredible. Thank you for the support, dude. Really do appreciate that. Let's get our pack off. Good. Engine number 2 over to ground. Good. Flip down here. Start valve open. N2 percentage is rising. Good. Then we need to tune ground, which is going to be on 1219. And we'll introduce fuel number 2. Ken, when was the last time you did a long haul? I don't know. It's been a while since we've done a long haul, to be honest with you. It's been a little bit. We're going to do a bunch of them soon, trust me. As soon as that PMDG 777... That's it, man. Did you request pushback? Don't have to, Remy. Non-movement area. As long as we don't go back here, we're going to be perfectly fine. Speaking of which, we're going to stop that right about here. Stop here and complete pushback. Perfect. Start our cutoff switch, engine number 2. Engine number 1 to ground. Set. Beautiful. Engine number 2 start valve is open and 2% is rising. Southwest is not going to operate the 737 Maxes. I'm sure they will. Aren't they like the #1 customer of it? We'll introduce fuel, 25%. Is MD-11 released for the public, or is it still only those who pre-ordered? Still those that pre-ordered, Sanders. Ah. Cap, out of curiosity, how'd you get into simming and streaming? Simming, my grandfather. My grandfather growing up was a huge, he always had like the most recent flight simulator, always had like a joystick, something to kind of have when I was growing up. And then streaming, I got into streaming through watching like Matt Davies, Chewy, Jeff Favignano, all those guys, man. I used to love sitting there and watching their content for hours and hours and hours. And they really inspired me to do, to start my own streams. Gen 1, Gen 2, PAX, auto, isolation valve auto, APU bleed goes off. Flip this over to Gen 1, good. APU goes off, start switch is continuous. 35,000 feet set and checked. Yacht Amper comes on, ProPeak comes on. We should probably put in landing altitude here in case we need to come back. Was it 55 or 35 airport elevation? Airport elevation. Does it not say on these charts? 53, 55. 53. Put it at 5,400. Okay, everything looks good up there. I'm happy with that. We need a trim value 471. Good right about there. V-speeds are all set and checked. Beautiful. All right. Auto brake over to RTO. Flight director, left side, right side, auto throttle, V-nav, L-nav. Good. Cool. Let's turn ourselves around. Albuquerque ground, good afternoon United 312, radio taxi, runway 8.
312, Albuquerque ground, good afternoon, runway 8, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 8 via Alpha, thanks Southwest. Sorry, United 312. Ground spoilers do not get armed in a 737 for takeoff, only in an A320. Airbus, they get armed. In a 737, you do not. If you arm the ground spoilers, you'll get an alert. You'll get an alert. Hear that? You get an alert for arming your ground spoilers. Takeoff alert. You do not arm ground spoilers. Sorry to be the guy asking again, but what brought RealTurb? Could you show me your settings again? They're just default, Miles. Just leave them on default. The only thing that we did is we changed the sounds. Changed the sounds from 1 to 0. Apparently the sounds drive you crazy. That is it, man. Just default settings. Kept thinking of building a 7800 X3D in your new rig. I have the one with a 4080 and it's awesome. I'm thinking about it. We'll see, man. We'll see. When it comes time to bite the bullet, we'll make some choices, that's for sure. First stream I ever watched was Filbert Flies. I don't think he even streams anymore. Was he on Twitch or on YouTube? I've heard of him. I don't ever remember watching his content, though. Tower is on 120.3. 1203. Surface of the cap, you have any issues with the frame gen mod? Not really, AC, to be honest with you. I mean, there's a few little things here and there, ghosting of like some menus and stuff, but
Eject Star Carrier 227, clear.
for the most part, no.
1 FBO.
Alrighty, and the departure frequency was on 127.4.
Monitor ground 124.5.
Bugging all of this up now so we get these ready.
155, Alpha Alpha 1 at the ramp, Carrier 227.
That way we can worry about flying and don't have to worry about frequencies once we get airborne. 1204, good. Albuquerque Tower, good afternoon. United 312, holding short runway 8, ready for departure. You're about to like this? There we go, cool.
United 312, Albuquerque Tower, wind calm, runway 8, clear for takeoff.
Runway 8 cleared for takeoff, United 312. Alrighty, landing lights are coming on, strobe lights are on, wing lights are on. Let's go flying, chat, shall we? My first was the Flying Fabio on Twitch. The dude was an aviation knowledge database. He is. Yeah, I agree. I agree. He's a CFI though, isn't he? Will, I'm pretty sure. Alrighty, friends, let's do it. Yo, cam's going on.
Learjet 45 Alpha, descend up.
Have some fun. Throttles up to 40%.
6,000. Contact.
Sounds are going up.
121.3.
Enjoy, friends. Chrono's on. Toga. Nose down pressure.
Frontier Flight 2214, contact Phoenix approach 120.4.
Takeoff power set.
0.4 for Frontier Flight.
Airspeed alive.
Thank you.
Getting knots.
Neutral.
And Phoenix approach, Frontier Flight 2214. Repeat.
Frontier Flight 2214, Phoenix approach, roger. Just verify descending via the cruiser, water level.
Got takeoff roll, man.
D1, rotate.
Roger, thank you.
Positive rate of climb.
You're up. That high elevation, chat. High elevation departures. Also pretty heavy, so.
Hotel approach through Jet 1354 Alpha 13.8, descending to 6,000, pilot's discretion. Information
Start our left turn. Bring the sound back a
312,
little.
contact departure.
Departure, United 312 is here. Alright, 1274 for departure frequency.
Alpha, NorCal,
Still flaps up 1. Albuquerque departure, good afternoon, Southwest. Sorry, United 312, 7,700 on advice.
United 312, Albuquerque departure, radar contact.
Man, what a badass departure with that mountain range like that. 210, flaps clean. Auto brake off.
Jet
Gears locked.
54 Alpha, clear direct Monterey Airport. Report when you have runway 28 left in sight.
Alright, clear direct to the airport, and we'll call the runway in sight, 5 miles.
Alrighty, and there we go. Coming up to 250. Autopilot 1 is on, bringing you guys up into the flight deck.
Frontier Flight 2214, flight heading 170.
Beautiful views off the left side of the aircraft.
Let's go.
You can see the wing
5,000,
jumping a little bit, doing a little bit of bouncing up there.
9 o'clock and
Just moving a little bit.
Report when you have it in sight.
Flighting 170 down to 5,000, and we have the airport in sight for Frontier Flight.
Hey, sorry for being late. Hope
Frontier Flight 2214, roger. Clear visual approach.
hope you've been
runway
having a good day flying. I have, Sean. Thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate it. How many you good at flying though? Fruxel, thanks, man. Appreciate you. welcome to the channel, man. Mike, thank you again for another 5 gifted members. Absolutely incredible. Huge no floaties to you.
Flight 3210.
Thank you, man.
Denver Center, 127.02.
Speed restriction 250 knots. Need to be above 12,000 feet.
Hey, from
At
127.02.
green. Tom gifted 5 members to the channel as well. Tom, huge no floaties to you as well, man. Holy macaroni, dude. You guys have been crazy today. Thank you guys, seriously, for all the support. I truly do appreciate that. Sorry, my phone is...
Frontier Flight 3210, Denver Center, roger.
Thanks so much, Tom. I appreciate you, man. What happens when you have 100% members if someone donates more? I have no clue, man. I don't think it's possible to have, like... We're nowhere... Think about how many subscribers we have, right? Will the Indie-Builds A350 be on Xbox? I would assume so. I don't know. Tom, my man, thank you, dude. Appreciate it. $15,000 feet in climbing. Let's make sure we get some of these lights off now. Good. That works like Twitch. They'll go for people that have been here at some point, even if they aren't present. Maybe, yeah. True facts, Albuquerque is roughly 100 feet shy of Denver altitude, but they don't brag about it. Also, Blake's Lotaburger. Is that a place? Never heard of that one. All right, speed increase now. We're past our speed restriction at green, 250 knots. Speed is increasing. Okay, is there a profile option showing how fast and climbing such on the MFD of the PMDG? On here, no. You want it to be dashed out. You control all that with the FMS. So you've got your climb speed, which is 298 knots and or Mach 0.78 on the climb. You've got your cruise speed, which is Mach 0.78. And then you've got your descent speed, so Mach 0.779 to 265 and or 265 knots. Best green chili burger out there. Interesting. Never heard of it. I don't know if I'd be a chili burger. Sounds spicy, man. Flight Sim Life, 36 months as well. That is the second 36-month sponsor. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you very much, Flight Sim Life. I truly do appreciate that, man. 36 months. Thank you. Incredibly kind, dude. Really do
Frontier Flight
appreciate it.
2214, contact Phoenix Tower, 118.7.
118.7, Frontier Flight 2014.
All right, standard barrel pressure. Passing through 18,000
Phoenix
feet.
Tower, Frontier Flight 2214 is on final for runway 8.
Frontier Flight 2214, Phoenix Tower, runway 8, clear to land, wind 060 at 11.
Oh, I guess it
Oh, 8, clear to land, Frontier Flight 2214.
put it to standard. Hey Cap, on Pilotedge, I had the same controller for the entire flight. Does it take away from the immersion?
United,
No.
535, contact Salt Lake City Center,
I'm fine with that.
128.72.
Alright, he cleared us to 24. We're going to go to 24 because that's what we...
312, climb maintain flight level 350, contact Albuquerque Center 134.6.
Alright, climb maintain 350, 134.6. United 312, we'll see it.
Yeah.
Alright, 34.6 for us.
Southwest 800, contact LA Center
Good, and we're to
124.62.
climb
Yeah.
350. We'll bug up our cruise altitude now. 35. Good. And we'll just confirm those are set here. 35 as well. Beautiful. Cool. How to get the frame gen mod? Dan, exclamation point frames in chat. Alright, I'm switching over to Albuquerque chat. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Clear 54 Alpha, contact Monterey Tower 118.4.
Flight City Center, Unit 535, level 340.
Unit 535, Denver, correction, Salt Lake City Center, roger. Verify that was Learjet 1354 Alpha calling Monterey Tower. Learjet 54 Alpha, roger. Runway 28 left, clear to land, wind 330 at 3. United 312, Albuquerque radio check. United 312, reply not received.
So United 312 checking in flight level 235, climbing 350.
United 312, Albuquerque Center, roger.
Alrighty, chat. We are back. Cap, you enabled the vertical climb display for this flight. Can you enable vertical climb? How do you even do that? Is in the plan or map or approach, or I don't even know how to do that. Beautiful views out here though, man. I love this routing. It's one of my favorites. Do you have any interest in doing this IRL? No, not really, to be honest with you. Yeah. Oh, double click control? Okay. There you go.
Frontier Flight 3210, descend via the T-Bar 3 arrival. Denver is landing north.
Roger, descend T-Bar 3, Denver landing north for Frontier 3210.
Correction, Frontier 3210,
Denver's landing
Denver
south.
is actually landing south.
Yeah.
No problem, Denver landing south on the T-Bar 3 for Frontier 3210.
Chad, I got some new medicine. Hold on. Don't worry, I'm still here. I'm not leaving. I got some medicine delivered. Any interest in controlling VATSIM? Sorry if you already answered, just stepped away from it. Jack, yeah, there is. I'd love to get into that at some point. I think that would be really cool. Yeah. Cap, will we try the new ATR update? At some point we will, Lassie, yes. Yes, I'd love to get back into that. Ghost drops.
Frontier Flight 2214, Phoenix ground, you're looking for taxi.
Why is the engine glitching? That's probably from the frame gen.
Frontier 2214, roger, taxi.
Bob was hoping someone would give me a
Bravo,
hand instead of flying the
Charlie,
TMDG 737-800, and I noticed something when I land manually. You can't move on the ground. Probably something in the settings. Don't you have to change? I think it's something to do, Henrifer, with the... you have to make it so that your rudder pedals act as an axis. Ian, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome. Hope all's well with you, dude.
Learjet 54 Alpha, are you parking to the south? Roger.
What comes
exit
first,
left
CRJ
enable taxi
update
park
or
via
someone
Alpha,
receives
monitor
instead of
distance.
Charlie rudder pedals? Oof. Too soon. Too soon. All right.
No problem. Have a nice day.
Sherbanger, chat.
2214, it appears you missed Tango. Take the next right to Charlie 9, and then right on Charlie to Terminal 3.
Banger. Ooh, that's nice. That's really nice.
United 312, contact Denver Center 127.02.
12702. United 312. We'll see you.
Yep.
12702 for us, chat. I really like that. Sure banger. No cam today. There is, man. I'm just looking at something quickly. Denver Center, good afternoon. United 312. Flight level 300, climbing 350.
United 312, Denver Center, roger.
Leave our landing lights on. Don't mind me, chat. Nothing to see here. Mike gifting another membership to the channel. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thanks for support, dude. Appreciate you as always, Mike. Incredibly kind today, dude. Thank you, man. Ooh. That's stinky. That's really nice, too. Damn. Alright, impressed with both of those. Of those views, it is beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. Captain for the 350 or the 777X? I don't really have a favorite, to be honest with you. Can't make sure when I build a PC they get the RAM running into the right
November
megahertz. I hadn't done that until now. Have 6400 megahertz, but instead running on 4800. Yeah, you always do that. You always run the XMP profile. Did you contact Denver? I did.
On departure, maintain 4,000.
I did.
Departure frequency is
beautiful view right there, man.
Squawk 1771.
Screenshot worthy,
You can
chat.
expect flight level 32010 minutes after departure.
Could you control in the U.S. or Canada? Usually, well, if you do VATSIM, you can control wherever they put you, right? So you can apply to control anywhere, but certain sections, yes. XMP, XPM or XMP? XMP, yes. He kept to the Pilotedge networks have schedule events like VATSIM. There are sometimes. They're a little bit more rare.
1771.
A Pilotedge event is a little bit more rare, but they do host events, yes. One of the more notable events that I've seen is you can definitely see some turbulence on this. It's nice. You can see the wingtip kind of moving a little bit. Yeah, the most notable event that they have is the one where they fly, they do Oshkosh every year, and then they also sometimes you'll be able to go like, they'll go post up in like New York. They'll have like all of New York TRACON. So like Boston, New York, Philadelphia, Baltimore, DC, they'll have like that. They'll, instead of like the West Coast, they move all the way out there. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, Chris, I really think like we'd probably get a lot more if like winds were gusting and that type of stuff, but yeah. Do you like this autopilot better than the other one? I like the other one. Not sure what they're called. Yeah, the Honeywell and the yeah, this is the Honeywell, I think, MCP. I don't know. They're both kind of the same to me. They're just different looking, right? Collins, thank you. All right, there's cruise altitude, and it says we're cruising for 109 miles, chat. 109 miles. See a little bit of snow down there on the mountaintops.
United 312, descend via the T-bar 3 arrival. Denver is landing south.
We'll descend via the T-bar 3, expecting south for United 312. The Honeywell can't do an auto land? I think it can, because you have Command A and Command B. Should be able to. I don't think it has anything to do with the MCP. Or the aircraft, but I don't know. Okay, I'm just going to confirm that the numbers are looking good here on the T-bar, just because he's given it to us a little bit quick. We need to be below 2.6 at 1Z. Is that in here, and is that set correctly? Below... Where's 1Z? I don't see 1Z. I see... We're going to Never Bro. Where are we coming in from? We need to be above 2.7. Okay. At Bro. That's good. And then we just need to be between 20,000 and 22 at T-bar, which it has marked in there. And then between 17 and 21. Okay. Yeah, we're fine. The aircraft's got it all in there. 97 miles till top of descent shot. Cool. Looking good. Do you like cocktails or just straight liquor? If I'm gonna drink that, it's usually gonna be a rum and coke. Yeah, I don't just drink like a straight... No. Which area would you apply in VATSIM? I'd love to do Toronto. Probably do Toronto. Probably start off in Toronto. And then I think once you have your training, you can just switch, right? You don't have to necessarily do all the training again. Like if you're an S1, which I believe is the top one, S1 or S3 is the top, I believe. Then you can just move, like, you know. Greg, what's up, mate? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome, my amigo. Hope everybody's having a great Monday. C1? Okay, there you go. Ecap, hope you're having a great day. Hopefully some Phoenix news soon. Yes, I agree. That would be nice. Definitely would be nice. He goes S1 ground, S2 tower, S3 arrival, C1. Then you're done. You can visit anywhere. There you go, Jack. Very cool. Captain Dom, take care, man. See you on Thursday, dude. Back in the UK. Excuse me. You saw in the Phoenix Discord that the changelog is 10 pages long. What, for the update? The block 2? Have you applied for ATC? Not yet, Yuri. No, not yet, man. It's something that I want to do this year. Yeah. And have you, to train each article, I don't think you have to go to every, no, once you train once, I think you can move to different ARTCCs. Anything you would change about Pilotedge? I mean, other than making it more of just like the West Coast, I'd love to be able to fly everywhere on Pilotedge, right? Obviously, but
Center, Archer 272,
logistically that doesn't make sense, but... Would you stream as ATC? I would, yeah.
Number 8748, Sacramento ground, runway 17 right, taxi via Pop Alpha.
Yeah, I'd love to stream the ATC side of things. I think it'd be really cool. ARTC, you have to have a checkout. I'm a C1. See, there you go. Okay.
Center, this is 272A.
Do you have to start out as delivery for ATC VATSIM, or can you go straight to center? No, you got to start out at ground, tower, approach, and then center. One thing about VATCAN is that it can take up to a year to get the C1. I think even longer, Jack. Yeah. But like, I don't know, man. I'm not in any rush, Jack. I would actually like to like document the whole series. So getting my S1, getting my S2, getting my S3. Like I said, dude, if there's a wait, there's a wait. That's fine. I'm not too concerned. I'm not in a rush to get it, right? I got all the time in the world, man. As a content creator, as a flight sim content creator, I got all the time in the world to work on that, you know? And plus, I can always do it when I'm not streaming. I can always just log on and get some hours and... Yeah. Cap, can you ever do weird-looking vertical lines and clouds in Microsoft? No. Can't say I have. Sebastian, what's up, mate? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Ecap, do you know if Beyond ATC is going to be freeware? It's definitely not going to be freeware. No. No. Unless Microsoft combined. I can definitely see some turbulence on the aircraft right now. It's definitely moving around a little bit. You can see it outside if you look at the wing as well. You can see it on the wingtip here a little bit. We haven't seen that in quite a while.
And we're a Skyhawk at
Some like clear air turbulence. Just see the wingtips kind of moving here a little bit. Favorite flight sim yoke? The Thrustmaster Boeing yoke. It's by far the best. Yeah. Thinking about buying the Bravo Quadrant on sale and getting the Boeing yoke. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that, man. It's a great combo. Yeah. When's the last time you flew to San Jose in the sim?
Contact Oakland Center on
Saturday.
A 127.45.
Saturday? Saturday. Yeah, Saturday.
45 for you there, 535.
That guy's got a crazy microphone. Deep voice.
Frontier Flight 3210.
Always bumpy into Denver? It is.
3033, contact Denver approach on a 120.35.
Favorite ILS frequency? Oh, please stop. Favorite ILS frequency? That's a new one, dude. I've never been asked that before. Where can you find your schedule? Exclamation point schedule in chat, man. Then follow the Nightbot. Nightbot will link you to that, man. 52 miles till descent. Let's go to our descent. Let's go to forecast. This guy, man. Favorite ILS frequency, he says. Ay, ay, ay. Weather into Denver. ATIS information November 3033. 3033. Throw that up into there. Execute that. We'll load that. Here comes our descent winds. Execute that as well. Pretty calm winds here today. It's kind of crazy. Go to our
Kingree descend via the Razor 5 arrival, and San Jose
progress page here shows 49 nautical miles.
Kingree descend via the Razor 5 arrival.
San Jose and Vegas are super fun to fly into. Always take great approaches to both airports. Yeah, absolutely. You been thinking about making a home cockpit? No. No. Have to go, Cap. See you next time. Take care, Mike. Thank you for all the support today, man. Really do appreciate you, man. Cap, I would plan on Shred for your arrival. I think that's what you chose, but you're too far out.
Roger. Expect runway 17 right and advising have an approach request.
Yeah, that's fine. Even if I have to take it in, that's fine. You're probably correct. If we look at our plan and legs, scroll through. Yeah, I mean, yeah. He's going to end up giving me vectors anyways. But at least now we have the full approach if we need to, right? I don't think he's going to take us out that way. He's probably going to turn us in at like Sakic or even maybe even before Shred. But it's okay. We'll expect radar vectors. No need to go through and switch anything off, to be honest with you. It's nice when it's like that because you can kind of have the full scope, full scale of the approach. Yeah, we're definitely going to get vectors, Tom. Definitely get vectors. Cap, do you have Bloom on? I don't think so. I think I turned it off. Crystal, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Ray, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Hope you're having a great afternoon. Just ask for the visual and hand flying in. Could be an option as well, yeah. Beautiful views off the wing. Would you ever do a cross-Atlantic overnight like in an After Dark stream? Maybe, Theo. I don't know. We are going to do some transatlantic. As soon as like that 777 comes out, man, we're going to do some ops, dude. I owe chat like a 10-hour flight. Excuse me. So, yeah, I got to get on that. 10-hour flight. Clear skies are beautiful. Yeah. No clouds to go through today. Cap, thoughts on the football yesterday? Didn't watch any of it, man. I really don't watch football, dude. Really don't watch football. I'll watch like the Super Bowl, you know, every now and then, but look at the sun to check if it blooms. If it shines, it's on. Is that on?
Honorary 748, Capital Tower, winds calm.
Maybe I have something turned off.
Flight heading 010, runway 17 right, clear for takeoff.
Cav dropping 20 months. It's his favorite procedural turn. I'll stop. Thanks for the great 20 months, and thank you for ever gifting me this membership. It was weeks ago. Cav, huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Thank you, my friend. What's this RealTurb cat thing? Click on the link above, man. Nice and easy. You can kind of view it all instead of me explaining it 150 times today. That's why I pinned it right up on chat. You can take a look, click on it, and you can get all the information you need to know about it.
Number 748.
When is the 777 expected? No release date yet, Aviations. No release date yet. Speculation-wise, I'd like to think we're going to get it before the month of February's end. So, sometime next month, I would say. When 777 comes out, Cap, we're doing constant long hauls. Not constant. There are some short flights that we can do in the 777. But yes, there's going to be a lot of 4 or 5 hour streams coming up when that 777 drops. I think the shortest flight that the 777 does that I'm aware of is Air Canada does them as repositioning flights, but they also do them as revenue flights. They'll fly from Montreal to Toronto, Toronto to Montreal. They take the 777, they take the 330. It's a pretty high capacity route, but that might be one of the shortest ones that I know of. So definitely look for that one. That's probably going to be our first stream, to be honest with you. Amsterdam and JFK on release day. Come on, Cap. Maybe. We'll probably do a long haul on release day, yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see.
November 748, contact departure.
What are popular 777 routes? I mean, depends who's flying it, Will. Obviously, long hauls are going to be its forte, right? But like I said, there's like, you can go in Japan, dude. Japan, they'll fly a 777 on a 45-minute flight. So there's some cool-ass flights that you can do. It's not always going to be about like the 7 to 9 hour flight, right? So Chicago to Denver is a common United 777. Yep. There's definitely some domestic and some yeah, there's definitely some domestic ops a lot of them in the 777. Like Air Canada does it too, right? Air Canada will fly Toronto to Vancouver on a 777. It's a 4-hour flight. That would be great for a stream, you know? Or Vancouver to Toronto, vice versa. A little bit less with that tailwind. Air Canada operates that in the 777 all the time, so. Hub to hub, exactly. Yep. I have a meeting I got to get ready for. Have a great day, Cap. Tom, take care, man. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. And hopefully I'll catch you on Thursday, man. Frankfurt to Muscat is one of the route I go fly on the 777. There you go. Yeah, I know like Emirates, doesn't Emirates operate some pretty short ones too? Doha to Dubai and stuff like that. Aren't there some pretty short like 777 routes? Back to Euroland on Thursday? Yes, back to Europe. Back to Europe. Probably some Ryanair, maybe some Jet 2. Somebody was mentioning they want to see some TUI ops. Some TUI Jet. We may do some TUI Jet ops.
Proceed direct from Red Bluff.
Singapore Airlines says JFK to Frankfurt and the 777, a nice little across the pond stopover at Frankfurt and Singapore. We just don't have any good Frankfurt scenery. That's part of the problem, man. As much as I'd love to do that routing, until we get a Frankfurt scenery, I'm not flying into it. Performance is abysmal. It just doesn't look good. Yeah. We need a proper Frankfurt, man. Aircraft is slowing down, and we are resetting our MCP altitude. We've been cleared on down. I am going to altitude intervene. Good. Here comes the descent. And we are 11,000.
Albuquerque, roger. Altimeter 2992.
11,000 feet.
2992.
Good.
November 6 Golf Tango.
Cool. Flew on Delta 1 a long time ago. We had MCO to Atlanta. There you go. Yeah. Sydney to Auckland is also a good option. 3 hours or less. There you go. If I get a 737 and I switch PC in the future, will I still be able to get the 737 onto the new PC? Yeah. Yeah, shouldn't have any issues. You're so ready for someone to fly London Heathrow to Eham on release day of the 777 on VATSIM? Oh, it'll happen, don't you worry. Somebody will do it.
If you're gonna get a 1-7 arrival, we should have taken the 1-7 transition, so over to Quickie, or correction to Zap to Loop, HUD-P, then Quickie.
Toronto to Calgary is another regular Air Canada 777 flight, 3.5 hours. Yeah, it's a good one. Cap, what mod are you using the textures? Zach,
yeah,
just the wear and tear texture mod for the PMDG. If you throw that into Google, wear and tear texture mod, PMDG 737, it's going to be the first link that pops up. It's on flightsim.to. Just be careful because he does it for the, you need to have the textures for 700, 800, and 900, or the 600. Yeah, it's just the first one that's in there.
I'm going to disconnect and reconnect to different locations.
My favorite part is like all the knobs and stuff, man. All the knobs just have like so much use and wear and tear and paint chipping off them. Like this is what I'd love to see, man. Like I don't know why developers are so scared to like release products that look like this, that have like wear and tear. Like I get it, like cool, yeah, it looks nice when it's all like fresh and new, but like this should be an option. You know, developers should offer an option for like a dirty or wear and tear, right? Like give me an aircraft that's all dirty and looks like it's been used and flown. And
Number 748, climbing take flight level 320, contact Oakland Center 132.95.
Do you have any FPS hit with those 4K textures? Nope. Not that I've noticed. I'm going to fly the 737, by the way, in Europe this week. Yes. Yeah. Unless we get news from Phoenix, which we might
November 8th,
from now until then, but Phoenix with their A320. But yeah, the plan is to fly the 7.3 next week as well. And then if we still don't have news, the plan the following week is to fly the A300 again, do some more cargo ops. If we still don't have news from Phoenix or we still don't have PMDG 777. So that's the plan for like the next 2 weeks. 737 next week as well in Europe. Ryanair, Jet2, TUI Jet ops. And then from there, the A300 the following week back in North America. European, cargo ops in the US. Just finished my EHAM Lanzarote flight. Was fun. Nice. Very cool. If they cooperate with the company, they'd have requirement the textures are like that from the production line. Well, you're not the production line, but again, like, you know, all these I just said, like, it's one of those general consensuses that I've seen in the flight sim community is like developers are, it almost looks like they're a little bit afraid to make like wear and tear, as if people think like it's like, I don't know, like the textures aren't good or something, but like put some wear and tear on the airplanes. Put some wear and tear on your airports, right? There's nothing worse than buying an airport and there's not even like, you know, the runway texture looked like it was painted yesterday. I love when an airport looks like it's being used and it's got wear and tear and it's got like oil drips like where the aircraft park, and you know what I mean? Hydraulic fluid on the ground and shit. I want to see all that. I don't want to pretend like we're flying into an airport that opened last week, you know? Are you going to do FedEx 777 or Emirates when it comes out? Of course, dude. We're probably going to do everything, man. Probably going to run through, maybe not everything because there's a lot of 777s out there, but you know, I want to do the big boys, man. I want to do some KLM. I want to do some Emirates. I want to do some FedEx. Absolutely. I want to do some Air Canada. Yeah, 100%. As soon as that thing drops, dude, we're going to, like I said, like, be prepared for like 5, 6, 7 hour streams because it's just going to be, yeah, we're going to be ready. wear and tear over the time. I don't know if they could do that, Johan. I think that would be a little bit too much, but I think they could just offer textures. Like, okay, here's the brand new plane. It's got brand new textures in it. Here's a link to the forums or whatever where you can download a wear and tear texture mod that makes it look like this, right? Because like originally PMDG tried to kibosh this, right? This guy made all of these wear and tear texture mods, and PMDG didn't allow it. They requested that they be removed, and then they came to the agreement because there was so much backlash from the community. They came to the agreement that okay, the guy can upload the textures and you can edit them. I don't know if you guys remember all that, but it was like a whole thing. PMDG didn't want you to change the textures, and it's kind of silly. It's what I'm saying. It's like I feel like they're scared. It's like they think like people are going to look at this and they're going to be like, oh man, look at this developer like not even making clean proper textures or something. I don't know why. I much prefer this look of a cockpit. I much prefer this, you know.
Squawk 5570.
Look at all these new textures. Look at all that. Look at like the paint chipped off the knob and stuff, because it's a fairly used, right? And some of the other ones don't because they're not so much as used. But like these ones, man, it's badass, dude. I love it.
Frontier Flight 3210, fly present heading, vector visual.
A little bit about profile. I'm going to get
right. Descend to maintain 9,000 and verify you want 17 right.
Speed brakes out here a little bit. Just do a clean and dirty. Yeah, exactly.
Available if you prefer to lessen your taxi.
Took years for Gran Turismo series and PlayStation had damage modeled their racing games. Yeah. I don't see why that would cause a scene over it, which allows customers to enjoy the product even more. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. I think AnyBuild's A300's cockpit doesn't look old enough.
Which are you expecting?
We're expecting 1.6 right.
Beauty.
How you doing, buddy?
Oh man, you have no idea.
Uh-oh.
United 312, contact Denver approach 120.35.
12035, United 312, we'll see you. 12035 for us. Good.
November
Flip
7,
that over.
Lima uniform is radar contact 18 north of the chute, taking your altitude.
And we have ATIS information November. All right, we need to start plugging some things in here. So we are expecting 1.6, right? 111.9.
Expect flight level 390 in about 2 minutes.
1119. Flip that over. 1119. Flip it over. Good. Let's go front course on that. 173.
What's your flight 3210, turn left, heading 260, descend to maintain 8,000.
173.
I'm sorry, your altitude cut out.
Frontier Flight 3210, left turn, heading 260, descend to maintain 8,000.
173, and we've got our minimums, 5526. Ugh, another one of these. Can I hold it this time? Sure. Still feel it goes super slow. You say that you're gonna fly. You say that you're gonna fly the Phoenix 320. We fly the Phoenix 320 all the time. Yeah. Are you asking when the next time I'm gonna fly it? Well, next week or this week coming up, we're gonna fly the 737 again. Next week we're gonna fly the A300. And then we'll probably be back to the Phoenix because hopefully by then we'll have at least the IAE engines. I don't know if we're going to get the 319 and 321, but hopefully we have the IAE engines by then. When it's that high, why don't you just use radio alt? You could, but we're trying to keep it as professional as you can, right, Cap? You could just use radio of 200 and call it a day, sure. But like, it's not even that hard.
3210, turn left, heading
Sitting here flipping
180,
this.
descend to maintain 7,000.
What was the number? 55? 5526.
170.
Frontier Flight 3210 heading 180 to 7,000.
5526. Good, set.
180, 7,000, Frontier 3.
And what was the altimeter? 3033.
3210, the airport will be 12 o'clock in about 900 miles of Banana.
Now we have the field on site for Frontier 3210.
3033
Flight
standard.
3210 is cleared visual approach, runway 16 left.
Cleared visual 16
Good.
left for Frontier 3210.
9312 Denver approach, yep.
We're up, United 312.
And 3212 altitude.
Oh wait, did I not check in? Sorry man, my bad. 312, we're flight level 180 descending, and we have ATC information November.
Okay, 3212 Denver approach, Oscar, current altitude 3030. Doesn't look like much has changed. Expect visual approach, runway 16 right.
Oscar 3030, we'll expect ILS 16 right. Thanks, United 312. Did I not check in? I thought I checked in, chat. My bad. 3030 is the altimeter now, is what they're calling for. Is that Max? Nope, that's Mr. Marcus. That's right, guys. If you haven't done so, don't forget to smash down that thumbs up. Can we hit 300 likes by the time we get this aircraft down on the ground? If you haven't done so, do me a huge solid. Don't forget to smash down that thumbs up. Picking a little bit of turbulence, a little bit of bumps off the terrain down there.
Denver Tower, Frontier 3210, visual 16 left.
United 535, roger. Frontier Flight 3210, Denver Tower, only 16 left, cleared to land. And wind variable at 4. Good like you all the way to the end.
RealTurb setting to medium? Yes, it is set to medium now. Yeah. Austin, my man, dropping a $15 donation. Huge note floaties too. Give me a second, man. I'm going to replay that. Sorry, I had the alerts muted.
Hey Cap.
Hey.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Curious on your take of the CS737 FMC. Looking at getting it. Is it worth the price tag?
The Cockpit Master FMC that I'm using, it's absolutely fantastic. It is expensive. I agree with you. As far as like other FMCs in the market, the one thing that I love about it, it is plug and play, right? It does have an app that needs to be running on the desktop. Here's the app right here. So it runs on your desktop. But I absolutely love it. It is fantastic. I rarely run into any issues. I really, really, really enjoy it, man. Yeah.
8748.
I know that it's expensive, but I think your FS Realistic might be conflicting if you don't get some good turb. I don't know.
Join Victor 23.
It shouldn't. It says you can use both. I'm not getting any problems with FS Realistic because I don't have the turbulence set on as well. And there was other people earlier, JJ, that were saying that it works perfectly fine with it. Right, FS Realistic is really only used for like touchdown and G-forces and stuff. Shouldn't affect the turbulence on the aircraft. Downtown to the left, it is. Up our left wing here. FS Realistic only does via the turbulence effect on the camera. RealTurb affects the aircraft. Got you. So they shouldn't be conflicting. There shouldn't be any issues. D, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Yeah, my son has started to want to fly daddy's airplanes. Thank you, brother. Nice, Ray. Absolutely awesome, dude. Great news. Okay, just to clarify, Boeing prevented PMDG from allowing cockpit mods unless each one was carefully reviewed by PMDG. This was until I helped PMDG and created a realistic cockpit mod for the 737.
3210.
Interesting.
Stay on my frequency, straight ahead, right turn golf.
Very interesting.
Down to the gates.
Right turn golf down to the 8.
Well, thank you for what you've done, because the cockpit mods are fantastic. I thoroughly enjoy mine. There's downtown Denver.
United 312, contact Denver approach 123.85.
123.85 for United 312. We'll see.
Yeah, 535,
12385.
contact NorCal approach 120.905.
For us. Denver approach, good afternoon, United 312, information, Juliet. 13,000 descending.
United 312, Denver approach, roger, altimeter 3030.
3030, thanks. United 312. 737-900, this is the 800. This is the 800.
Yeah, 535 NorCal approach, thanks for Indy, altimeter 3010, expect ILS runway 30 left approach from Clyde.
3010, expect ILS 30 left from Clyde for United 535.
Yeah, his mic is really loud. Really loud. Approach. We're with, we were just with 2035. We've now switched over to 2385.
Golf Tango, Phoenix, altimeter 3011.
Denver Towers on 35.3, so I'm going to bug that up. 35.3 should be our next frequency, and everything else is set, chat. We've got ILS.
Flight present heading vector visual approach runway 16 right, descend and maintain 9,000.
Present heading vectors for the visual approach 16 right, and we'll descend 9,000, United 312. Alright, 353 on the heading, 9,000 feet. We're just going to go level change. That should be good enough for me. Level change. Is there a speed restriction on this approach? T-bar, I think it was 210, right? Yeah, 210 knots. So we'll go level change at 210. Good. We'll also get these guys on as we are coming up to 10,000 feet. Technically, we're probably under it, EGL at least. We'll get all of these on. Everybody set. Good. Cool.
Grade 748, descend at your discretion. Maintain flight level 240.
Which has more people, VATSIM or Pilotedge? Oh, VATSIM all day long, dude. VATSIM's a free network, right? So... What are the advantages of using Pilotedge? You know that the ATC is online. They're online for 16 hours a day, so you're getting 100% confirmed ATC. It is they're paid ATC as well, so the interactions with pilots is probably going to be a little bit more professional, if you will, however you want to take that. Again, there are some great VATSIM ATC coverage areas as well that do it probably just as well as Professionalize. Yeah. Alright, we're looking good. 210, 10,000 feet coming in. Let's arm our ground spoilers. We've got auto brakes 3 selected as well. Lights are looking good. Start switches are on continuous. ILS frequency, we'll just confirm all these numbers here. 1110, sorry, 1119 and 173.
Yeah, 312, turn right, heading 080, descend and maintain 7,000.
Right turn 080 down to 7,000, United 312. Alright, 080, 7,000. Good. So you can see like how much sooner, probably about 15 miles, 10-15 miles he gives us that turn in for vectors. And we're looking real good. Let's go flaps 1. Help with that descent. Flaps 5 degrees, we'll bug up 190.
You got 312 Denver Airport at about 3 o'clock now, 8.5 miles advising out of sight.
We've got insight, United 312.
At 312, right turn, your discretion, cleared to visual approach, or only 16 right.
Right turn, our discussion, cleared ILS 1 right. United 312, thanks.
Rather than the ILS, you'll cleared visual approach, or only 16 right.
Visual approach, sorry, yes, thank you. United 312. A little bit high up on the slope. It's okay, we're coming back up onto it now, though. We'll descend 5,000. Arm localizer. Get some ground spoilers out here just a little bit. So we're cleared on 16 right. We are a little bit high up on the approach. Let's go gear down. Some added drag onto that. Making our approach as well now. And we're cleared for the approach. Got all those on. He's going to send us over to tower now, which is going to be 35.3, which we've plugged in.
And United 312, contact tower 135.3.
Tower 135.3, Cecile. United 312.
United 535, contact NorCal approach.
Alrighty. Here comes glide slope.
121.3, United 535.
Glide slope. Denver Tower, good afternoon. United 312, visual 16 right.
United 312, Denver Tower, wind 230 at 4, runway 16 right, clear to land.
16 right, clear to land, United 312. Can definitely see RealTurb working on approach right now. Can see how we're kind of getting a little bit bumped around. Alright, final approach speed's coming in. Let's get fully configured here, chat. We're looking for 153 on the approach. Good, sounds are going up. We're clear to land. Flaps 25. Start our replay. We're recording. Yoke cam comes on. Coming through 160 knots, flaps 30.
1,000.
My aircraft. Enjoy the arrival, friends. Catch you down the ground.
Minimums.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Correction, correction, correction. Okay, not bad. Nose down gently. A little bit off center line there. Not too bad though. That wind came out of nowhere on the right. Decelerating. .60 knots, reverser stowed, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome down to Denver. I think I'm so used to flying. Could have got off there. Yeah, it's fine. I'll get off here. I'm so used to flying Airbus now that I need crosswind. A little bit better crosswind technique when it comes to flying the Boeings. It wasn't that bad. We're a little bit left to center line there, but it wasn't too bad. Nice correction though. We'll stop here. We'll let them know we're vacated on Whiskey Charlie. Denver Tower, United 312, vacated Whiskey Charlie.
Yeah, 312, roger, be Delta 5, Whiskey Bravo straight into the ramp, and this route is good.
Delta 5, Whiskey Bravo into the ramp. Thanks for ATC, dude. Hope you're having a better go at her tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll get there, man.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, 3, correction,
all right, cool. Delta.
ILS, runway 30 left bridge.
Delta 5.
30 left approach, United 535.
Whiskey Bravo. Delta 5. Okay, so we're going right here. All right, landing lights are off, runway turnoffs off, strobe lights off, wing lights off, start switch is continuous. Let's go and clean up ground spoilers, clean up flaps, good. Replay, stop the recording, so we'll have that to watch here in a second. 737 crosswind technique is literally land sideways, then correct the nose because the scootars, you have to be very limited roll angle. Yeah, but you have to, very much more so than you do Airbus, you really have to put a lot of aileron into the wind as you're applying rudder, or as you mentioned, the airplane will tend to do this, right? So that's more so what I was doing there, and I think we actually did an okay job at that. I think we straightened it out. I just didn't give us enough of a... The winds kind of came out of nowhere. I don't know if you guys were paying attention to that. I know a lot of people weren't probably, but if you were watching the winds, we had no winds up into about 200 or 300 feet, and then all of a sudden the winds kicked in and we were getting gusting winds from the right-hand side, pushing us over. I think it's more than 5 degrees and you get a wing strike. It's quite, I know that it's quite, I know on departure you have to be very careful as well. On departure you barely put aileron into wind, even on crosswind departures, because it's a little bit tricky. Is the 4070 Ti Super worth it if you recommend 4070 Ti Super? I think so. I don't know though. I'd have to do some more research on it, Remy. I'm not quite sure. I have to like actually check out the specs and stuff. All right, this is Delta 5. Then we're going Whiskey Bravo. Then we're going into the ramp. We're looking for gate Bravo 41 is the gate that we're supposed to be looking for. That's where the real aircraft went. Bravo 41. Good. No. Operated by United. Good. Cool. And we should have stopped our clock here a second ago. We were just under an hour on the flight time chat. I think it was 58 minutes. 58 minutes on the flight time. Good week of flying here, though. It was fun. Had a lot of fun flying this week.
121.4.
I hope you guys enjoyed this week as well. Some great flights, some great ops. Flying on Pilotedge for almost a full week. We haven't done that in a while. So it's cool. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed this week, friends. I hope you guys did as well.
Number 8748.
I love flying into Denver as well. I love coming into Denver. Denver's always a fun airport to fly into. 4080 Super is not out yet. Wait for a review for performance and price. Yep, it's a good advice as well. Is this Denver scenery good? Absolutely, yeah. This is Flight Beam Denver. It's fantastic scenery.
November 6 Golf Tango with Albuquerque.
Just checking in, no After Darks plan, correct? Not for tonight, no Huskers. Today is day 3 of 3 a stream. This is usually my definitely chilling out tonight. I'm actually going out for dinner with a buddy, and we're going to watch the hockey game. No, stream 3 of 3. This is also the month, January's the month where I don't have any actual contractual obligations because of how the annual year works out with Thrustmaster and some of the other sponsors. January is the only month where I don't have I have no contractual obligations this month. So it's kind of a chill month for me, kind of like get ready for the year ahead, right? We're going to have all kinds of new contract stuff coming up with Thrustmaster, and we've got some other sponsors as well this year as well. So it's going to be a busy year. Busy year for me. Renewal month. Yeah, it's just the way that it works with it's just the way that it works. A lot of companies do that. They'll have fiscal year. They don't actually start the year on January 1st. They have their own fiscal years. So for quite a few of the companies that I'm working with, it's yeah, their fiscal years start in February. So all the contracts will be coming back next month. So all my sponsored Thrustmaster stuff will all be happening starting next month again in February. No farm sim this month. No.
370 in 10 minutes, 121.3 and 3222, 1354 Alpha.
Saw something about the Tropicana closing. Isn't that, yeah, closes right after the event, Malix, which is kind of why I don't want to stay there. I don't want to stay there. I think I'm going to stay at a different hotel because, yeah, the Tropicana closing, I don't know, man, that just screams that, like, they probably haven't been doing any renovations or any upkeep or any proper anything, right? So, yeah, I don't think I'm going to stay at the Tropicana. We'll just go for the event. Yeah, it's getting demolished after the event. February sounds like it'll be a fire month. It'll be a busy month, that's for damn sure, dude. It will be a busy month. Look at all, like, the wear and tear at the gate here. Look at all the, like, I don't even know what that is. Oil? Looks crazy in the sunlight, though. It almost looks like rain. It's kind of cool. But this is what I'm saying. Like, show me some of this, man. Look at how, like, grimy this is. This whole area where the planes park. It's nasty. Alrighty, beautiful park brake is on overhead. APU gen is on. APU bleed is on. APU gen switch, good. Let's go ahead and get the seatbelts off. Engine number 1, engine number 2, good. Anti-collision light comes off as well. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Denver. What a beautiful day. Let's go ahead and request deboarding. I hope you all enjoyed that as much as I did. That was a fun one, friends. Albuquerque and Denver. We got a lot of cool airports this week. A lot of airports that we don't necessarily always get to fly into. We got Long Beach in. We got San Jose. We got Sacramento. We had some Vegas. We had some San Diego. And then Phoenix, Albuquerque, and Denver to wrap up the week. What a great week flying here on the West Coast. Is this considered West Coast? Kind of, right? Denver, kind of West Coast. I feel like it's West Coast. Great week of flying. Thanks everybody who flew with me today. Thanks for all the people that flew actually on Pilotedge. I was kind of surprised this week how many people were able to join me on Pilotedge, and I'm thankful for that as well. That was really cool. It's good to see so many people kind of like trying out Pilotedge. Again, if you're 18 plus and you want to try out Pilotedge, you can get 5 free hours flying on the network. So that could be like 3 flights, 3-hour-long flights, something like that, right? With a little bit of taxi instructions on either end and clearance. So if you are interested, exclamation point PE. Again, you have to be 18 years or older, and you have to sign up for an account, which requires you to put in your credit card information. Again, it is a free trial. If you don't have to continue with the subscription, if you don't enjoy it, you can use the free 5 hours. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. But I always suggest anybody that's been on VATSIM for a while, anybody that's been using IVAO, you feel comfortable with your VATSIM and radio skills. I always suggest coming out here, trying it on Pilotedge. It is, you'll see immediately why it is different from VATSIM and IVAO and stuff like that. So again, exclamation point PE in chat if you are interested in checking out more of Pilotedge. Let's go ahead and get the aircraft ready for a replay, shall we? So we'll go to GSX, we'll restart that. Good. Let me come down here. Let me go ahead and return, go to doors. We're going to close all these. We're going to get the aircraft in a turnaround state as well. Return, setup, load, final, execute. Good. Give that a second. It's going to get the aircraft in a turnaround state. We'll get all the lights back on for our replay. And then we can watch our replay, friends. Turn the sounds down here a little bit. I hear they may build a new baseball facility for Las Vegas A's in the Tropicana site. That's exactly what they're doing. Yes, that's exactly what they're doing. It's the start of the West. Got you. Well, Will, you live here, so you're immediately going to be like, yes, West. It is, though. You're right. Like I would consider it West Coast, just like I consider like Calgary in Canada, Calgary, Edmonton. You're West Coast. You're an hour flight away from the ocean. Pretty much the same here, right? About the same distance. Let's hit the play button. Let's bring this in here a little bit. Cool. We'll watch it from there. Should be a beautiful approach. Watch it from this view here. What are we flying on Thursday? We're going to be back in the 737, unless we get news from Phoenix. If the IAE engines drop, or the 319, the 321, obviously, we're going to be flying that. But if all stays calm and everything stays the way that it is now with no new releases, we don't have the PMDG 777, we're going to be back in the 737 next week. Going to do some Ryanair, Jet 2, TUI Jet, some of those ops and stuff like that. But over in the UK and Europe and... there was our correction. Great correction. But just touched down a little bit just to the left of centerline, you can see there, and we corrected right afterwards. Not the worst landing. Not the best. Just like I said, the winds kind of came out of nowhere on that one. I wish it showed winds on replay. I really did. But you can see, like, we're perfectly lined up, and then we really get blown off here on the end. But regardless, happy with that one. Could have been a little bit better. Again, we haven't flown this aircraft in about a month and a half, so to get back into it for the week, I think we did a good job. I think it was a lot of fun flying this weekend. Cool, guys. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks, everybody. Mods, donators, and sponsors. Thank you very, very much for everything that you do for the channel. Without you guys here, none of this is possible. So without you guys, thank you to all the gifted members again today, too. Like, just absolutely incredible. I can't even explain how many gifted members we had. Beautiful flare, maybe a little bit floaty. You can see the correction there, though. That actually wasn't that bad. Obviously, yeah, a little bit left of centerline, but all things considering, with the gusting crosswind the way that it was, I'm okay with that landing. I'm perfectly fine with that one. Guys, enjoy the replays again. Mods, donators, and sponsors, thank you guys. All the gifted memberships today, incredible. 65 new members today, which is just ridiculous. We hit our like goal of 300 likes as well, so I appreciate everybody being here. Thanks so much for your support, friends. You know the plan next week. We're back in Europe, back in the 737 again, unless some things change, but that's it. To everybody else that cannot donate using a monetary value, but donates with your time, your effort, being here, smashing down that thumbs up button, hanging out and stream, I want to thank you guys just as much. Thank you, everybody, for your support. It truly means a lot, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying the content. I'm glad you guys are here hanging out with me week after week. It is so much fun to be able to do this for you guys. I will leave you all with some beautiful replays of our approach into Denver. I hope you guys enjoy them, and I look forward to seeing you guys all on Thursday. Happy landings, my friends. See ya!